Yo, y'all couldn't hear me? I had that shit on mute. My fault. Damn. And at first I had the boombox on. I had my microphone connected to the boombox, and then when I come on here, it was on mute. I'm fucking up today. We signed with our hands. Yo, I should have just had made this for 8:30. I rushed myself. I left the gym quick. But my guest, she's on the way. You know, she's on the way. She's running a little late. Only the main mod. What you mean? How y'all doing though? Everyone, I see 9 people. I better see 9 likes. You heard? I hope everyone is doing good. I hope y'all had a good Friday, productive. You know, what up, Moise? What's going on with you? Yeah, I'm just waiting for my guest to get here. We have to wait and see if we like it. Come on, man. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, Blood Moon. My shit always lit. My lives are always lit. Hold on one second, yo. Hold on one second. I'm setting up. Setting this up for y'all. You heard? Man, I'm just setting this up right now. Sorry, guys. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. You gonna join a little bit later? What you mean join? Yeah, my lives do be lit. Every week? What you mean every week? Yeah, all day. Yeah, good looking. I see 14 people. Okay. I see the people coming in. I'm just setting up right now, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hello? Hello? You? What's good? Yo, you outside? Yeah. That was you that pulled up right now? Yeah. Oh, you parked behind my car? Behind, okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right, y'all, my friend just got here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And give me 1 minute because I'm about to let her in. So my guest just got here. Just give me 1 second, guys. Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me good? Comic, mind your fucking business. I'll be right back. Comic, I actually have a life, bro. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, you want? Yeah, I think you want this one. It's more comfortable. Hold on, y'all. Give me a little break. Give me a little break. This is my friend Jermaine, so give me a little break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna drop the link so people could join. I think I gotta push. I gotta. What?
Huh?
What did he say?
I have no idea. My contact is dry right now.
Your contact
drops in the core.
All right, guys. Y'all gotta hold y'all horses for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna mute and stop the cam. Guys, yo, I was like, yo, you want something to drink? She was like, nah, what a pizza at? Oh my,
yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm gonna bring the pizza right now. All right, I'll be right back. Don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. They're weirdos. They're gonna try to get
information. Make some funny faces like
yeah. Yo,
no,
they're gonna try to get information out of you. Okay. Ask me like ask you where I live and all that. So be careful. Yeah, these people are crazy. Okay. Right, so let me go get the food.
Awesome. Gotta feed a woman. She craving. Yeah, I'm hungry. Shoot, I haven't really ate all day, so came all this way. Gotta feed a nigga. Pizza is my weakness. Yes, girl, go eat. Oh, facts. I think he got the Domino's though. You know, Domino's. You know that cheese go hard real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. You putting out games video trying to get them views. I'd like some pizza too. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna eat it for you. I'm gonna live vicariously. That's how they say it. I'm gonna allow you to live vicariously through me, and we're gonna eat that pizza together. Okay? You hear me? I know Domino's is hard. He said he got Domino's. Don't say nothing.
What they saying?
Oh, nah, cause like you said you had Domino's, and somebody was like, "Yeah, Domino's is hard."
Yo, you don't pay him no mind.
They got the wine. Okay, we about to get you.
Oh, you know. Yo, I should have got wine. Now you don't like wine?
No, I do. I mean,
it don't matter. It don't matter.
It's okay. I'm tripping.
All right.
My face is naturally crooked. I have just grown to accept that. I know it's like mad weird, but I see it.
Your face is crooked?
Yeah, my lips is like I don't know. So we can. They really do need to open up the world. We are waiting. People have so many opinions about the coronavirus. Like some people don't think it's as deadly as they're saying on the news. That's me. But At the end of the day, people are not dropping dead in the streets. And like, yo, if the masks are supposed to work, then they're supposed to work. So if you one of them that's still scared and want to be in the house, that's your business. And I feel like, the government should allow people to do that. If they want to stay home, what I'm saying, let them stay home. And whoever want to go out, at your own risk. But that's just me though. So you are so stunning. Oh, thank you. I tried. Yo, my baby hairs are so hard right now. I didn't have time to put the foam wrap. I had to just hairspray everything, and I don't know if I put enough hair in this little, you know what I'm saying, up top, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna fucking see audience. Oh, they're so nice. For now, no. For now. Oh snap. It is freezing in NYC and y'all have a window open. Must be nice. We ain't too far from NYC, so I'm just saying we feeling it too up here. But
because I got the window open, yeah. Because are you cold?
No, I'm good.
You good, right?
Yeah, I don't feel
you want to keep that on or?
What, should I take it off?
Yeah. Take it off. Yo, you funny.
Yes.
Okay. Now, yeah.
Okay. Starting to blow this way.
Let me see. Let me turn the heat. Go ahead. You can eat.
Okay. My weave. I got hair under this, y'all. It's long, but convenience. Dímelo. Oh God. Little Spanish. Okay. Corona's a control test. Facts. Comical calypse. You are absolutely right. I'm telling you, the world was not supposed to go back to normal after this. So much debt go. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. Oh, you didn't have a slice? Oh, dang.
Yeah, I waited.
Where the juice at?
Where the juice at? Right here.
Where the Hugo at,
man? Hugo? Oh, okay. She bilingual. Yo, she gangster as hell. She more gangster than me. All right, so, wait, you want a little bit of...
Just juice.
Just juice?
But thank you.
All right, mango or fruit punch?
Fruit punch.
Oh,
damn. Okay, mango?
No, all right, fine. Yeah, and they say I mean the women. They say I mean the women. Behind the scenes? I'm a pure gentleman. Pure gentleman. Look at me. Pure gentleman.
Thank you. What? Squirrel.
She funny, y'all. She funny as hell.
Don't swallow. Oh, I just swallowed it. You know how you drink wine? You're supposed to swish it on your mouth. Let me stop. I'm gonna take over your show.
No. This is the point. You're supposed to take over the show. I mean, you're supposed to take over the show. So he said, "Mango's my favorite." Yo, me too. I love mango. That glass looks, word. Word. That wine. That's not wine, bro.
It's juice.
It's juice. It's juice.
They would make a zombie disease and COVID was a predecessor. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they keep blaming China for this. I feel like they probably let this shit out like all over the world. They controlled it. Funny thing is, I actually work in a hospital. We were getting people were coming
in with
Corona from like 2019. And the reason why I say that is because around November, December, people were coming in the hospital. They were they were failing the influenza A and the influenza B test. So I mean, what else did they have? They had a viral infection, and the doctor was like, "Oh, you could just go home. You can just tussin, that kind of thing." So yeah, Corona's been here. It's been here. Okay, sorry.
Nah, it's all right. It's good. It's good. So all right, so we gonna get the show started. Semi started. So Jermaine, let them know about you a little bit. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Black and Jamaican. I'm 28 years old. I work at a hospital. I'm in school. Hopefully I get accepted into nursing school fall. Pray for me. Other than that, I like to have fun. I like to go out. I like to be active.
She's a party animal.
Not exactly, but I do like to knit, sew, crochet. I'm pretty creative. I'm good with my hands. I do hair, wigs, all that kind of stuff. Granted, my wig is looking a little slant right now. I was in a rush, but yeah.
Nah, you good. Yo, you good. You good. You good. You looking better than all those people in here.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, You looking better all the, everybody in this, they all ugly. They all no, I'm playing. All right. That was mean. That was mean. That was mean. Guys, you guys are all beautiful. All all God's children are beautiful.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know how to win people over. You know what I'm saying? You throw the God line in there, Jesus, you win every time.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, definitely. You bought that life, Jesus? No?
I mean,
A little
I
bit?
don't have to be about that life. All I have to just talk about it. And
Okay, cool. That's it. That's
right.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So so Macho said he's beautiful. All right, so he said he looked like the Black Elmo. Okay, so I'm gonna let her finish chewing, and then we can get to this.
I'm like, I'm about to have 3 months. Like,
no, you not go ahead. You go ahead,
bro. I eat slow.
No,
Niggas
yeah, but
be on here like at 12 a.m. All right,
this is for both of us, like, I mean,
we gonna get to Kamala real soon. She's
We
still
go-
chewing, y'all.
yeah,
No.
chewing. It's gonna be a whole other hour, y'all. Y'all better see 24 likes on here, man. I'm gonna check right now. We're gonna get the show started, but I better see 24 likes. I see 24. I see 24 people on
Ooh,
here.
25. Share it with your friends.
Yeah, shit.
We Black, we educated. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to, bring you some info and hear your input.
Y'all gotta do a little better, man. Y'all gotta do a little better. Macho says she's eating appetizers.
These are good appetizers.
Yeah. I mean, Macho, what you gonna bring the full course meal, bro? You gonna cook the full course meal for us? Okay, 27 people now. Okay, we litty. So there's a button away, man. So let me ask you this, Jay. So you're Jamaican, right? You're half Jamaican,
right?
So can you tell the people what you feel about Kamala Harris? Wait, and you're in tune with your Jamaican culture somewhat, right?
For the most part,
right? I see you be going to the Jamaican clubs.
No,
you be going to all the Jamaican clubs.
I do. You're right. I just went to Jamaica this past December. Had to get my corona test. I was negative, y'all. I was negative.
No, you better be. I want to see the paperwork.
But you mean like just as far as her being like, I guess, part Jamaican or?
Okay, so you're in tune with Jamaican culture, right? So Kamala Harris, would she be considered Black or Indian in Jamaica, or mixed?
Nah, in Jamaica, I don't really hear too many Jamaicans call themselves Blacks. I feel like Americanized Jamaicans call themselves Blacks, but for the most part, she would definitely be Jamaican 100%. Because you have those kind of people down there. You have Indians, you have Chinese, whites. They all mix and blend, and
right.
That's it.
Right. She said right, like Majo said, she's Jamaican. So now, the funny thing to me is, when you go into, then they started saying that she's African American, and I feel like they're trying to pander,
Oh, most definitely. Y'all should know the game right now, but sadly, a lot of us black-skinned people, dark-skinned people don't believe the hype. Biden ain't your friend. Kamala damn sure ain't your friend. They just want them votes, and they got them. And hey, they're gonna do whatever the hell they want, honestly.
So, you gangster, you said that's yak right there. That's liquor right there, and she's throwing it back. That's how you know she Jamaican and she party all the time. So you know what bothers me is, like, when I see online, everyone is just like so in love with Kamala, like oh, like the Black woman, oh my God, Black woman, yeah. Like,
that's all it is.
I'm like, really? Like, they like this was done strategically. Because people were gonna just get the vote just because of her appearance or because of her culture.
Right.
So this is literally what she was a pawn in this. Right? Wouldn't you say?
Essentially, I mean, because like remember, she was going against Biden too, so it was Biden versus Kamala, and then it became Biden and Kamala. But most definitely, they're using her as a pawn, for sure, But I mean, at the end of the day, I will say she does have the credentials to actually be a vice president, or from what she's done previously. But yeah, most definitely.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because honestly, if it wasn't for the like, basically they had to choose. Everything was going on with Donald Trump. Yo, he's the white supremacist. Oh my God, he's the most hateful man on planet Earth. He's Hitler part two, right?
Oh God.
That's how they were saying, right? That he's a dictator and all that, right? So on the opposite side, they had to choose another extreme. They had to choose the exact opposite of it. So on one side, you have a white supremacist, right? And on the flip side, you have to have someone who's black, and that's why Biden had the I'm for the black people and I'm for the brothers and sisters and playing hip hop, wearing Timbs.
Wearing Timbs, he was wearing Timbs.
Yo, when Kamala was like she had like a regular like how can I say this, like more, her attire was like more business like, and she had like Timbs on. It was like mad weird. They got like the commercials with the basketball, the Kenta Claw, right? The Nigerian.
That's so sad.
And everybody's just like falling for it.
Oh, yes, it's so true. He so facts. A lot of the black population and minorities, not so much Asians, but I guess Spanish, they fall for the bullshit every election. Hillary, I mean, granted, she didn't win, but I put hot sauce on my purse, I put my shit on everything, walking around town like one of them people. Like, I'm telling you, Kamala ain't putting them Timbs back on another day in her life.
they hurt her corns, Yo, and did you see that? And then she's so black, but then she has a white husband.
Damn. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's like, people ask that question. How can you be pro-black and like date white people or have a white husband, have a white boyfriend? It's like part of me is like, if you was really for it, like you date your own kind. But then again, it's like, love has no boundaries per se. But that being said, like, I feel like Kamala just in general doesn't really identify with her African American. Well, I mean, I say African American, even though technically Africa, we went to different parts of the world. Yeah. I don't really feel like she identifies with that side. Not saying that if she did, she probably would have married like another color.
But she's not. Like, wasn't it Indian American and then it turned into she was Indian American and it turned into African American all of a sudden.
Yeah, the pandering, a little sprinkle.
Oh, yo, sprinkle is actually a thing on here.
What you mean?
Like,
no.
What
did I just say?
No. I'll try to find it for you later. There's someone like on. It would be kind of be like the opposite of my channel. Is like, it's like Woman's Sphere. It's about your woman's channel, and she said something about, she says like sprinkle, like she said that's like a saying. Sprinkle. Yeah, you said it just like her. That's funny. I think you'd be watching YouTube videos.
I do, but I be watching politics, hair videos, end of the world, apocalypse kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. You think the world is ending?
It's on the highway to hell.
Highway to hell. Oh man, yo, so, but Kamala's gonna save us.
Huh?
She's gonna save us. She's the Black Queen.
The only person that's gonna save me is Jesus.
Jesus.
Those are my beliefs. Other than that, you never put your faith in man, and I'm not just saying that from like a biblical whatever standpoint. That's just in general. The only person that's gonna save you is your fucking self.
I try to tell people this here, but they get mad at me. I try to warn people. I don't worry about. Oh my God, the white people don't like me, and all the racism and Black Lives Matter. I can't breathe. But when I say that it's bullcrap, they get mad at me.
Honestly, you got to do what you got to do for yourself. Granted, we're living in a nation, that perpetuates this kind of behavior and stuff. And really, you just have to do the best that you can do. And if you want change, be change, and try to change things at the state level. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, Martin Luther King and all these walks did work to an extent, but like, yo, we really gotta, like, how, after this like Corona thing started, people's been supporting more black business and being more conscious in that way. Those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? We need to support ourselves, and we just, we need to be able to direct ourselves as well, because like you said, you got a lot of black people here, and even whites too. Like, they waiting on the government for everything. They waiting on the government to raise their own children. Like, what's wrong with you? The government didn't have those kids, you did. Like, y'all just waiting. Nah, make moves. It's your life.
I try to tell people this, but they think I'm an asshole. Oh, how dare you? There's children in the cages, and women getting kidnapped, and police brutality, and if you're black, you're scared to walk outside. Like,
I mean, I won't say that stuff doesn't exist, but I mean, like, still, you have to try to live your life. I mean, like, and another thing too, just a little tidbit about the cages, just to let y'all know, Obama made those cages. So, like, for example, like, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
you're not wrong.
Okay, so like, for example, like, a lot of people just try to blame Trump for that. Granted, he really publicized it, but it was Obama and Biden. But yeah, like you said.
I'm comic. I'm about to let you in a little bit. Like, give me a couple minutes. Colin S says it don't make sense to have a fist in the air with red and black and green kente cloth and be with someone of another background. That contradicts that.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Like I said, like, to me, I don't even really think she identifies with any kind of blackness whatsoever. I mean, she chalked it up with the rest of the white people out there. And like we just said, that's all pandering. Like, who walk around with a damn kente cloth? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
What an abomination. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, let me let Comic in. What's going on, Comic? Oh, he left. They got him. Kamala got him. Miss Harris got him.
They watching our feed, y'all.
I'm next. They getting my IP address. And then you next.
Oh, probably the shit I post on Facebook. Any day now.
Oh, I know you began all the people. Oh, you're a coon.
Facts.
Yeah. Right.
People.
And you're probably the most black person ever. What up, Comic?
Yo.
How you doing, Comic?
Kamala Harris is convenient when it's convenient.
Yes.
What do you call it? She's black when it's convenient. So she's black. She's black. She's black when she needs to be, pretty much. She has a lady that takes care of her PR. It's a white girl who graduated some sort of black studies course, and she's the one who keeps feeding Kamala all these little tidbits, like, hey, Kamala, why don't you wear high tops when you get off Air Force One or whatever? Why don't you pop your collar up when you wear that suit or whatever? She's feeding them all that stuff.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
Okay, just a little bit.
Yeah.
She what else did she do? She gave her. I'm sorry, guy.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad. My fault. I'm listening. We're listening. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I interrupted date night. Do what you're doing. But the lady gave her. You remember when they asked her, "What is your favorite? Who's your favorite rapper?" And she named a dead rapper.
Oh, Tupac, I think she said.
No, not that time. The time before that.
Well, I don't know.
She named another dead rapper. She named Q-Tip. Like they asked her who she listens to. She's like, I like Tribe Called Quest. Ain't that right, Fife?
Oh yeah, Fife.
Like,
yeah,
lady,
Fife.
Fife's been Fife Dog been dead for like I don't even remember when Fife died, but like maybe I think that it's been like 5-6 years since Fife died.
Yeah, Fife Dog, the 5-footer, Frank the 5-footer.
5-footer. Yeah. So the lady keeps feeding her stuff, and then she keeps messing up. She I think maybe she has an earpiece on or whatever, and then the lady keeps feeding her things. telling her
Oh,
what accent to use and stuff like that.
oh yeah, that's like me going on a date and I'm like, all right, comment. What do I say next? I'm getting nervous. I'm like, what's the next line? Oh, they got him. They got him. They got him. Yo, we're next, man. I'm telling you, man, we're next. I think we shouldn't show our faces anymore. They're gonna get our ass.
No, but you really believe that though, right? Like like I see some censorship on Facebook,
Oh yeah.
YouTube. It's everywhere, and it's gonna get even worse.
Look what they did. Look what they did to Trump.
Facts, and a lot of people are agreeing with it. I mean, like and that's a whole another box of worms. Let me hold on.
What up? What up, Radical? How you doing?
Yeah.
He always does that. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just chilling and shit. You know what I mean? I just wanted to give my opinion right quick on this Kamala Harris thing.
That wasn't here.
What happened? Anyway, I want to just give my opinion real quick on the whole Kamala Harris thing. I'm not gonna get into the whole, race, whatever thing. All I'm gonna say is, Shorty, she uses the black card just so so she could get some. I'm gonna say some cool points or whatever the case is. Politicians need to do those type of things. But if first of all, Shorty is nowhere near black whatsoever. Even though she is melanated, I don't consider that to be. Consider her to be black, but I could be completely wrong on that. But
So
what
you
I
believe
will.
black is cultural.
What happened?
So you believe black is more like cultural, like it's not just about your roots.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, because like
how you're raised.
yeah, it's like you're raised, your outlook on life, cultural and stuff like that. There's a whole combination of things, that you can still, the way I see it, you can still be black but not be black American. You know what I'm saying? So it could be like that. But what I am gonna say is that she has been very, very detrimental to the black community if she is trying to be black or say that claim to be black based
But
on
people need to see that themselves, and it's like
yeah,
so sad. Like people
like
really
based on her history and politics, and when she was a California DA, she was extremely, extremely, extremely detrimental to all of that, and even wanted to put families in jail because their kids skip school. So if she is trying to claim to be black or whatever the case is, I think is a way to erase all the negativity that she tried to put into the whole thing. I think it's very disrespectful to the black community for someone like that and having that type of history to even try to think that she could be able to even pass to say something like that. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing though. People don't do their research. People don't know what Kamala's really about. And on top of that, her being vice president, I feel like, she I don't know, I feel like she's a wild card in a sense. But yeah, like people need to do their own research. And
yeah,
I even ask people, like, not to get too off topics, I know we're talking about Kamala, for example, Biden. I ask people why they voted for Biden.
yeah.
Oh, personality.
Yeah, what does personality have to do with anything?
Exactly.
That's like you could work at a job, and I had managers that they probably like boring or corny or don't understand me.
Yeah,
or
that doesn't make
or they might be rude, but when it comes to giving me a raise, when it comes to them letting me take some off time, they work with me.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other guy, the one he's into hip hop, he's into boxing, he likes all the things I like, and he's Hispanic, Afro Latino, but he would do me dirty.
Yeah, not facts.
So it doesn't matter if the person looks like you. It doesn't necessarily mean all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
At the end of the day, she's a politician. They all lie. You know what I'm saying? They all lie. And it doesn't really matter what she tries to claim to be. Like, to be honest with you, if she wasn't Kamala Harris and she was just a regular person claiming to be black, then yeah, sure, I'll be down with them. Like, you black as hell, cool.
What up, Macho? Hold on, Lord Naruto and Roy Chess. I'm gonna let y'all in. Just give me 5 minutes.
I'm gonna leave right quick. Yeah. So
You
if
gonna
she was
come back,
somebody
bro?
else,
You gonna
yeah,
come back?
yeah, I'll come back. Let me just say something real quick.
Okay.
You know, if she was somebody else claiming to be black or whatever the case is, I could care less you black. But knowing her history and knowing why she's doing it, and on top of that, the climate that we live in, I think is very disrespectful. And I think the black community should be more outspoken on this. Like, homegirl, stop trying to use us as a crush. You know what I mean? We're not that stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all not. I mean, of course, no offense to you, but the black community is that stupid. It
Well, I'm not gonna say that. You could say that. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
okay,
say
okay,
that.
proof
okay.
is in the
You know what I'm
pudding.
saying?
Blacks, or listen, I'll tell you, blacks and Hispanics are falling for this bull crap.
I don't know why. I don't know why. And I see a lot of Latin people actually riding with this dumb shit. I'm like, stop, don't.
Yo,
But whatever.
it's trigger words, man.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. But listen, I'm definitely
Emotion.
gonna come back. I'm liking the conversation. I'm definitely gonna come back.
All right, come back, bro. All right, what up, Macho?
Yo, what's going on, good people?
How you doing, bro?
Hey.
I'm doing wonderful.
So how was your day? How was your day?
No, doing good, man. Just did
Good.
some stuff around the house. It's freaking
Okay.
like it's like frozen outside. It's like a
Yeah,
freeze.
bro. It's bro. Today has been the coldest day of all winter, bro.
It's like
And then they say
-5 out there.
tomorrow's gonna top today.
Crazy. So it's just staying in the crib, just
Yeah. So, bro, what do you think of this topic and everything we're saying? Like, what do you think, bro?
It's true. I believe because she's Jamaican. I mean, her mom's Jamaican and the father's Indian. He might be like Indian Jamaican, and then she's just pandering to the African American group so they could vote for her. So,
Right. Because all of a sudden now she's African American. All of a sudden,
yeah.
rocking Tim's. She used to bump Tupac in the 80s.
Yeah, she don't look like she.
Tupac wasn't even like rapping in the 80s. They got her ass. She was capping.
No, but even still, and you have people like, oh, Tupac, 80s. Oh, okay. Like just eating it all up, you know?
Kamala
Not even
Harris,
thinking twice.
her mom is Indian, not
So the father's Jamaican. The father's Jamaican, right?
Yeah, father's Jamaican, mother's
Oh, the
Indian.
mom's Indian. Okay. So she puts double curry in her chicken.
Roy Chess, was that you speaking, bro?
Yes.
What up? What up? How you doing? And what up, Lord? How you doing, Lord?
Yo, what's good, man?
Let me let Roy Chess go in, and then I'm gonna let you in, Lord. I hear a little feedback.
From who?
Okay.
From
So,
who?
I don't know. Roy Chess. So, what's your opinion on this, bro?
I think she's well. My opinion. I would say she's black. Black is a race. It's not a culture, especially in America. And I say that because black culture in America doesn't exist as other races, other cultures have it. Reason why I say that is because of where you grow up. So I grew up in New York, and the culture in New York is completely different, even if you're black, than the West Coast, than Georgia, than different places, different Chicago, Detroit. They have a different culture, even though they are all black. So there is no black culture in America because it's divided. Whereas other races, it's more foundational. They may have small variants, but a lot of it is the same. So um, there is no black culture or American culture because it's too diverse.
What would you say about South American Spanish as opposed to Spain Spanish? Like, would you say that their culture is the same?
They might have minor differences. I think their foundation is the same.
You think they use adobo? You think they
Wait,
use
what? Use adobo.
Hey,
Goya.
Like
Using
it.
Goya.
she's fiery, guys. You listen. I don't even gotta step in. She can handle herself.
If they like adobo,
Yo, y'all saw how she gulped that liquor. She was like, "Go." I'm like, yo, she's gangster. She goes every weekend out to Jamaican parties and fights. Right? She gets you get in the fight.
She the one who fights. She the one who start the fights.
Yeah, she be starting the fights. She said that Goya, that adobo.
yeah, I think it's just
No,
you know,
facts.
Yeah,
It's
that
Spanish.
adobo and Goya, man.
They are
The other-
Spanish, granted, but I wouldn't say like their culture is the same.
Well, the
That's like
foundations are the same, right?
umbrella. Huh?
The foundations are the same. You might have some.
What's
some
the
small
foundation?
Yeah, what?
What's the
Spanish?
foundation?
Well, the beliefs, like a lot of the Latinos have similar beliefs. That's why we
Like
group
like
them
what?
together.
Like what?
Hmm.
I don't know. That's a good question.
No, take your time. Think, man. Think. We all,
yeah.
like here, you're like, like, no, yo, take your time.
Because you said there's no black culture and that black is a race. That's the reverse, bro.
No,
There's no black race.
there isn't.
Black is a designation that they use in this country. That's
Mhm.
why sister was telling you, like in Jamaica, you're Jamaican or you're not. They're light-skinned Jamaicans, there are Desi type Jamaicans, with what do you call it, Indian backgrounds and stuff like that. The Asian Jamaicans, I've seen white Jamaicans.
Yeah, but
You
that's
know?
not a race. Black is
No,
a
no,
race.
no, it's not a race either. But what I'm saying is, like, we're stuck on that race thing over here, and then we give black as a designation, and black's not even a race, because
It is a
black's not the and in
Black
fact
is not a
race.
race. The race is
It is a-
Negroid. No, it's not. The race is
The race
called.
is Negroid.
That is the actual definition of the race. It is
Well,
Negroid.
that's an archaic term, sir. Negroid
That's an
Negroid is offensive, sir.
But that is the actual definition of it.
Yeah, because then
No,
Negro,
according to whom?
Caucasoid,
According to whom, sir?
right?
Yeah, that's from
Mongoloid,
sir.
Mongolian,
Sir,
come on.
that's from the era of scientific racism, sir. Mongoloid,
Yeah.
Caucasoid, Negroid.
It doesn't matter.
that's-
that's when-
Yes, it does matter. Don't you
You
dare
still use
sit
it
there
at
and
that
call me a
time.
fucking
It's still
Negroid.
used today
Out of your
everywhere.
fucking mind.
It's still used everywhere. So
No,
like,
buddy,
don't get,
listen,
don't get
Listen,
upset.
yeah, bro. What you talking
that's
about,
from the
bro?
race of-
At that time, they called everyone that was from Africa Ethiopian.
There you go.
They called everyone from Africa Ethiopian.
Yeah,
So
from the Greek Etiop.
yeah,
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Do you
because
guys even know where
science-
the origin of the word comes from?
who's that? Who said that, Lord?
Yeah.
Okay, what up, bro?
what
People
does
getting
the-
offended for no reason. It is
does
what
the
it
origin
is.
Have to do with it? What does the origin have to do with it? What you're saying is a
Skull. They got it
synonym.
from the skull. The skull.
What you're
No, it's a
saying is
Greek and
synonym.
Spanish origin.
Yeah, but they classified it by your skull.
They classify it based off of regions and phenotypes because they even classify people from Aboriginals from Australia as Negroid as well.
I mean, so
No, they
technically,
didn't.
that's the
No, they
case, then
didn't.
That's not really the original term. Then, if white
No,
people, that's what they did. White people labeled these people as such, and
Yes, I agree. I agree. But the race classifications that we currently have all came from white people. So
Yeah, but
any
they-
race classifications that you
have
use
knowledge
comes
of it.
from white people. So you can get upset, but that's the race. Black is not
So
a race.
this is the
Black
problem
an
we're
ethnic
having,
group.
right?
Black is an ethnic
Where we
group
have
in America.
Oh, it
people
isn't.
like, I don't know
Oh,
who
it
it was that was just advocating for the terms Mongoloid, Negroid, Caucasoid,
Oh my
and all that
God.
stuff.
Man, you guys
You
are
have
in your
people
feelings
that
so
were going up and down Africa, plucking out people from tribes who had zero to do with one another except skin color,
So
and then they
not
were
skin color.
classifying those people. Didn't even ask those people what they thought. They were
Yeah, they weren't
classifying those
plucking.
people
They
by
weren't
what
plucking.
those
came,
races
they saw,
wanted to
and they
classify them
conquered.
as.
You can get
And then
mad at
now
white people
we're going
all
to
you
use
want
those same
to,
terms.
but in the end,
That's crazy.
terms
That's
are
crazy.
correct. So you're saying the white people terms are correct because they said, "Oh, it was."
No,
this.
I'm not saying that they're correct. I'm saying that's what we use in all of Western society as classification. Why do black people try to rewrite the book on everything? Like,
Y'all
you
hit-
just-
Not rewrite. It's just that the white book wasn't the original. Wasn't the original book. They came with their shit centuries
so
after.
what is
and
it?
they rewrote it.
Nobody knows what the original book is. That's the thing.
That's what I'm
Yeah, but
saying. So you saying those were the original terms? I mean, were they? Technically, they were.
Based off of race classification of what we use here in America and in Western society, that's what it is. That is my argument. If you can prove me wrong, I will be willing to acquiesce my statement.
It's not about me proving you wrong. It's the fact that these terms are.
It's not a fact if you can't prove it.
What?
Okay, let's talk about
Facts
common
can
sense.
only be proven.
Okay, let's talk about common sense. So common sense tells you
What?
these white people took over this country like several hundred years ago. So that being said, those terms came with them from then. Those terms didn't
But
exist.
but we still use those terms still today.
And that-
No, we do not, sir. Stop spreading lies. No, we do not.
You clearly don't read any government.
No.
Any
I
government
clearly
papers.
read, and you fucking don't.
No, you don't.
The scientific
no, you
community.
Don't, bro.
Hey.
You don't, bro.
You've
No,
been
you don't,
You've been
bro.
talking a lot. Listen. The scientific community right now. The scientific community right now is up in arms over the use of those words. Those words are archaic, and they were brought about during the term of the period of scientific racism. Okay, and the guys who brought those terms up, they put Caucasoid, quote unquote, as the most beautiful men who ever walked the earth.
Like the elite.
That's the standpoint that they came through with this thing. And they had a whole bunch of people, like in Asia, right, who genetically have nothing to do with one another. And because they had some commonality, like surface features, like what you want to call slanted eyes, but they're called epicanthal folds, right? Because they had that in common, and they were in the Asian regions, they call them Mongoloid, which is today a derogatory term. It's a derogatory term. You understand? The scientific community is right now trying to redo all these stupid textbooks.
So you're actually proving my point, though. You're proving my point by making your point. But I will acquiesce to make you feel good because you care about your feelings a lot.
Hey guys, neither one of you have a point because the terms are synonymous. So the Caucasian is white, Negroid is black, right? Asian is the Mongoloid, right? That's synonymous. So what I don't understand. How are you
black
saying
is not a race,
it's
a
synonymous?
If I say a
triangle,
I've seen Indians that's black.
No, it isn't. It's a race.
I've seen Indians black
the people
like tar.
from continent.
They're not classified as black. They're
it has nothing to do with skin color. It has nothing to do with skin color.
So what does it have to do with that?
Right. That is not black. Has nothing to do with skin color. It has to do with bone structure and
that's
the physical features of.
That's why I said the skull. They would.
What's second? Fighter. Yeah. The same bone structure, like for example, that you'd find phenotypically in white people, the high cheekbones, the thin nose bridge, you'll find them in Ethiopian, Kenyan, and all those places.
And Indians. That's why. If you go to hold on, guys.
Those people. Let me finish the sentence.
Y'all hear me? Hold on, comment.
Yeah. I hear you, Fighter.
If you go to India, they Indians are considered Caucasoid.
Yeah.
Because of their skull.
Even though they don't share any haplogroups or alleles with Europeans.
Thank you.
They don't share any
I just want you to know
why is their hair texture different?
Because you're basically
how have we proven your point?
Because you're basically spelling out the Negroid classification. If you look it up, that is basically how to describe the freaking Negroid. That's why it's the classification.
You're saying things that don't make sense, sir. Let me finish the sentence. The skull feature that you're talking about, where it's high cheekbones, thin nose bridge, that you commonly find in European.
If I may say, I mean, like, don't we all, for the most part, have the general consensus that we all technically came from Africa, from the, I guess, what you would call the black man, and from all came one? So, I mean, like, really, is it really?
Yeah, so we're mixed.
So it's got me, yo.
But the race is
defined
by
those features that you commonly find in Europeans, you will also find them in the so-called, the quote-unquote Negroid race. So going around measuring skulls and noses and all that stuff, it's ineffective. It's ineffective.
Nobody's talking about measuring skulls. It has nothing
guys,
to do with
let me cut in, guys. Let me cut in, and then y'all could go in. Hold on. Because I feel like we're going nowhere.
He sounds like Megatron. I couldn't hear him. He sounds like
hold on. Let me get to the point. Let me get to my point, right? My point is, Kamala Harris never grew up saying, "Oh yeah, I'm African American." That was never her thing. She never thought she was connected to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. She was never connected to the jazz players from New Orleans, the Harlem Renaissance. She had no connection to that. Her father's from Jamaica. You being Jamaican doesn't make you black or African, predominantly African lineage. You can be Jamaican and be I was gonna say something disrespectful. You could be Jamaican and have the last name Lee, right? And not look like a typical Jamaican, right? You could be Asian. Where do you think cricket came from? Where you think cricket came from?
What-
Cricket came from the British, and because in India they play cricket also. The culture in intermingle. So there's many Indians like straight up from India that live in Jamaica, right?
I
And then let's not act like people from India are not melanated. Of course they're melanated, but in America we don't consider them black.
Not white.
It has nothing
They're
to do
not
with
white, but we don't consider them black. They're different than black, right?
Yes.
I mean, I feel
Yes,
like they
they're
are
different.
but I mean, I
They're
feel
not.
like they classify them just the same. Sand people, brown people,
Right,
black
right.
people.
Well, no, wait. So
Simple
you know
as
what they
that.
call them? You know what they call them? I heard that American soldiers when they're out there, they call them sand, NIGGER,
Oh,
sand. Yeah, because they're melanated. I mean,
Imagine, yeah.
so my thing is, how can you pretend? She's pretending now. All of a sudden, she was the Indian American. And all of a sudden now she is African American. I saw something about she's Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks sat so Kamala could walk. Bro, no. There's like no connection there, bro. They're using this as a pawn and y'all falling asleep. They rocking y'all to sleep to it. Yo, I wish I sold weed and y'all bought weed because I would tell y'all the fifth.
What happened? Can't see you, man. Can't see you still. You mentioned weed and your picture went out, man.
So it's back up? Oh,
Yes,
cool.
back up.
Oh, it's back up.
Yeah, we back up. Kamala got us.
Yeah, you mentioned weed, man. You shouldn't have done that.
Nah, my laptop died.
Oh, but what do you? A lot of people are still making this about skin color. It's not about skin color, and it's not about measuring skulls and things like that. It has to do with features. What African features means is big, wider noses, the fuller lips, and certain skull structure, the shape, and
But
that goes.
to an extent, that's not necessarily true because, for
No,
example,
that's how they make the standard, right?
true, but it is wrong. It's wrong because, like, if you look at Ethiopians, they got the long faces, they got the flat kind of high cheekbones like white people do, and and what else? Like, like the phenotype all around Africa is completely different. You have
because you have mixed people. That's
well,
why.
you can find every phenotype
Africa,
in Africa.
The black man, like all of that,
right,
black Asian man, whatever, huh?
Because they're mixed. The original races were not mixed. That's how they've classified it. Those people with the features that you're talking about are mixed race. They may yes they are. Yes, they are. Black people, you won't find white people with wide noses and big lips without being mixed. You're not going to find Asians with that either.
I'm sorry, what?
You're not going to find other races with those features unless they're mixed. They're lying to you. Just like male pattern baldness. Male pattern baldness is a white man's disease.
The Asians that showing the news, like
what about the sand people?
Like the East Asians and certain kind of
the sand people?
They're mixed.
Sand people?
Yeah, they're mixed. There's only like 5 races, and it's not like
there's no such thing as race. What do you mean there's only 4 races? What's a race?
Right.
You can Google it.
I would say
I can Google it and I'll find whatever the hell I'm looking for. That's the problem with Google.
No. There are there are like 4 or 5 original races. That's cool.
No, there are no such thing as original races.
Google it.
There's no listen.
Yes, there is.
Listen.
Yes,
There
there is.
are.
They
Oh my
are.
God, I can't even start a sentence.
There are. Thank you for saying
There are
that. They are.
holy shit. There are haplogroups and there are alleles, right? And there's been no significant finding to substantiate a thing called a race. Okay, just like you could find like a whole lot of people and then you clump them together and then you say, okay, this is what a European race is, right? At the same time, you'll find a whole bunch of alleles. Alleles are kind of like there are 2 alleles per gene, right? And
Oh shit! You're a geneticist.
no, I'm not a geneticist. It's just I fucking read. Listen, what happens is you'll find a lot of these alleles common in other races, right?
Right.
And
mixed.
so no, they're not mixed. It's just alleles are alleles are the ways that a gene functions, right? So a gene would be like, let's say skin color, right?
Right.
Or skin would be a gene, and then the allele would be. Hold on, let me finish. The allele would be like it would be a dark skin allele or a light skin allele, right? And so you may have 2 groups of people, and then they have the skin gene, right? And someone in India may have a light skin allele. Does that make them white? No. Someone in Africa may, by chance, have a light skin allele. Does that make them white? No.
But you're talking about DNA.
But they don't. Hold on, let me finish. But they're not necessarily mixed or even like genes are funny. And there's been nothing to substantiate the existence
You're
of
saying
a thing called a
black
race.
parents can have a white baby.
All we've done. Let me finish. Hold on. And so what we've been doing is we've been going by surface traits, and those things are deceiving. We've been going by surface traits, and a lot of people who want control over people. So they want like maybe a massive voting block to keep a country white, right? And so anybody, and then a whole bunch of people who were not even considered white before, like the Italians, the Irish, the Polish, for Pete's sake. Right? They wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire before. But suddenly, at a particular time in the United States, because the white majority here, the people in charge, wanted to remain a minority, right? Majority. Whenever those people came in, like a mass influx of immigrants came in, and they're like, you know what? There's a lot of Polish and Irish and Italians coming in. Let's call them white. Let's tell them they can be white, and then we can beef up these numbers, right? And so these things, so they came up with a term called white and then a term called black and these sorts of things. And the other places on the planet, we didn't call each other that or one another that or ourselves that. All right. So they've never substantiated. You've seen what?
They use synonyms.
But we're here in America.
We're here in America.
These words operate by American
no. Hold on. They didn't necessarily use synonyms, right? So there are a lot of people who are very, very dark skinned, and then sometimes the Greek called them dark as ink or burnt faces, right? But that was when they met people in Africa. What would happen if the Greeks went to the other side of India, who are supposedly Caucasoid, and then they run into Brahmins or I forgot what the group was, who's just as dark as we are over in Africa? Right? Are they gonna call them burnt faces? And are those people the same as us? No.
According to the United States, Kamala Harris is black because she follows the run drop rule. She black, and she went to HBU. She's blacker than most black people that went to college.
So you're going the ignorant route. Forget everything.
It ain't ignorant. It is the run drop rule. Run drop rule matters. If she wasn't a senator and she got pulled over by the cops, they holding a gun. Like, stop it, bro. Like, listen.
Dude, here's the thing.
You want to talk? Like, she's shaking her head because she knows it's true. Like, come on.
Are you the guy who used the word Negroid here?
That was me, comic. That was definitely me. All right.
Okay. Now here's the thing, right? You use that word, and you.
We're not talking about the word. We're talking about Kamala now, right? Let's get back to the topic.
I know.
Is she black? She's black, bro. Just give her credit, man.
Hold on. You use that word and then you championed race here, and I sat here
Who championed race,
I
my guy? What are you talking
here.
about?
I sat here and broke down why race is not a thing, and then
Race
you
is
went
a thing.
ahead, you
In
went
America,
ahead,
race is a
you
thing.
went, you went, you
All
went
right.
ahead.
When next time you
went
get
ahead.
pulled over by the cops,
I know.
and he
Let
tells
me.
you put your hands on the steering wheel, just say, "Hey, don't shoot. I'm not black. Race ain't a thing." Come on, man. Use your brain.
More white people get shot by cops in America than black people.
Because
Calm
there's
down.
more white people in America.
Calm
But
your tits. Calm your tits. Calm your tits.
Are you serious?
Where?
You do not know
More,
math.
more,
right?
No, more white people get shot by cops.
Where?
The percentage of black people, which is a more accurate number, is higher who get shot by the police
Right.
than
So
white
you're
people.
you're using per capita. You're using per
I'm
capita.
using mathematics.
Per capita?
Because I'm an engineer.
Are you using per capita?
Damn, bro.
Listen, get out of your emotions.
If you use
Hold on, guys.
Calm your tits. Calm your tits. You using per capita?
Ladies, hold on. That's Lord.
Hey, I'm the one who's calm here. Hey, his sister girl. I'm the one who's calm here. Listen,
so I'm just trying to make
are you using
a live
per
hype so
capita?
you can get more viewers. That's all I'm
Per
trying to do.
Lord, is
capita
that
or
you?
not?
Yo, hold on, Lord, is that you?
Yes, sir. That is
Lord,
me.
you coming back from because of last night's stream? You come in that comic and coming that show. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all got a little.
It's all love with comic, man. It's all love, man. Comic,
It's all love, bro.
It's all love, bro. We disagree and we agree.
It's all love.
It's passionate discourse. It's
Can't be in the
passionate
same room
discourse.
together. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, we're two grown
discourse.
adults. We're two grown adults. It'll get heated, but we're two grown adults. But we passionate about what we believe as men. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we respect each other because we're not calling each other out each other's names and nothing like that.
See, it's passionate discourse. That's what it is. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If you're using per capita numbers, then that's a hypothetical. Per capita is based on like kind of like an imaginary scenario. Like, okay, if this group of people is this small and they're committing this amount, imagine if they were as big as our group, how much more crime they'd commit. That's the imaginary basis that it's based on, really.
It's not really imaginary. It's the best mathematical.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not valid. But what I'm saying, the actual solid numbers are the raw numbers. The per capita numbers don't exist as raw numbers. They're hypothetical. They're hypothetical.
So let me.
I see what he's saying.
So hold on. Like let's say there's 7 people in the room, right? Mm-hmm. Four of them are let's say there's 8 people in the room, 6 of them are white, and 2 of them are black. And then one of them has, let's say, a bad test score, right? Mm-hmm. Then one of the 2 black people have a bad test score.
Yes.
On paper, half of black people have a bad test score because
which
there's
is
only
true.
2 of them right there. Yeah, it is true, but that's what per capita is. But
I agree with you.
But then the 6 white people in the room, if let's say
it's based off of demographics, geographical location.
Yeah, I know. But let's say 2 people of the 6 white people in the room have bad test scores, right? If you say more black people have bad test scores than white people based on that room, you'll be correct.
No, I would say it's because they're black.
No, it's not because they're black. I'm saying you'd be correct based on the numbers based on per capita. But raw numbers are the actual correct numbers because they're the actual factual numbers that you have there.
I get what you're saying. I get your argument. Your argument is valid. I get your argument.
Yeah. So it's like I get that a lot of times when for example, Kamala Harris, she might not say she's black, but then the world's gonna tell her if she wasn't famous, the world would tell her she's black when she steps out there. You know what I'm saying? Like who was that black girl who got shot in the toe or something like that? And then they were like, "Yo, it's good for her." I don't believe her anyway. Who was it?
Meg the Stallion.
Meg the Stallion, right? Yeah, that would happen to Kamala, and she wouldn't even no one would even bat an eyelash.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. For the mere fact is that one thing that black women do is that they rally around each other when in a time of crisis. That's the one thing they do. If she even listen, Rachel Dolezal was able to pass as black. That was not without the help of black people. When someone gets in with black people, they're in. No one really questions them. It was like white people that outed her. You understand what I'm saying? So
Hold on one second.
So I notice. Whenever I say
Hold
something,
on, yo, get a fucking cup, yo, teacher, get a fucking cup,
What?
man.
What the fuck?
yo, teacher taking it to the head with that juice, yo.
He's man. He got some yak in there, man. He got some cognac in there.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Look how he's sipping it. Look, he's sipping it real slow. Come on, man. Have some self-respect, man. You Jamaican. I know y'all got cups out there, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, we do, but I'm just by myself.
Get a goblet, boy. Brethren, get a goblet.
Wagwan, man.
Wagwan, brethren.
Acting like a picnic.
So I'm gonna give you my designation of black.
Hold on.
I just want to say though.
Lord.
Yes,
comment,
sir.
ladies, hold on. I need y'all to show some respect. Put some respect on my channel, and like this video, dislike whatever. It's engagement. I don't care. But y'all gotta, it's just a click of a button, man. Y'all acting like little fancies over here. And little fancies. Look, she making fun of y'all.
Can I add something to this conversation real quick?
Yeah, hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna put up my friend Jermaine's Cash App. If y'all want to show love, y'all should show love. And just like the vid up. Come on, like it, dislike it, whatever, and show some love to my homie's Cash App, man.
Can I ask your friend a question?
Yeah, you're okay. You can do that.
Who'd you vote for in the election?
Oh,
I already know who you voted for, but I would like for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sound like a total loser right now because I did not vote. But if I would have voted, it would have had to been for Trump.
Thank you. Yes, I knew I liked her for a reason.
I wanted to say something right quick. I wanted to give some corrections.
Wait, Radical, let me ask you. No, actually, Radical, let me ask you a question real quick before you go.
All right, go ahead.
Do you think my friend here is a coon because she would vote for Trump?
No, not at all.
And I voted because of legislature, okay? That's what politics are about. What are they going to do for you? What bills are passing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
you vote based on interest. You don't vote based on color, party. You vote based on interest.
Or
right.
you don't
they have to pay or not like that.
Yeah,
no.
you don't vote based on because your parents voted a certain way. You
yeah,
vote a certain
exactly.
way. You don't on traditions.
Vote based on interest. Who can do something for you?
Yeah, you don't vote based on that. What I was gonna say is a correction. First of all, Blumenbach is one of the people. Blumenbach is one of the people that popularized the term Caucasoid, Negroid, Mongoloid.
Yes, sir. No, he's right.
Based on skulls. And the skulls, and the reason why he even got the term Caucasoid was because the Caucasus Mountains represented the European skull in such a way that he said white people must have came from the Caucasus Mountains, right? So now, these are the terms that are made up out of thin air. Race does not exist. Negroid is not a real race. Black is not a real race. White is not a real race. So,
yes, sir.
If you live in America,
everything that I was hearing about, you can look it up and all this other stuff, that makes no type of sense because there's only one race. It's called the human race.
Then he got it. Look, he went right through me like a Mack truck. I was gonna say the only race is the human race. I knew he was gonna say that. I was gonna try to mock him, but he know I'd be trolling him.
Is there a disagreement about the facial features, such as the African features?
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Yeah, because there's Africans that look Asian. Like,
so I think we're getting too
that the African phenotype, like we have everything. Granted, say for example, the bottleneck of the population didn't happen. Like for example, you remember the bubonic plague; it killed millions of Europeans. Who's to say who Lord knows what they look like? So that being said, they said the reason why white people look the way they do today, they don't have too much differentiation as far as their phenotype, is because a lot of their ancestors died.
Where are you guys getting this from?
But here's the thing, though.
Most scientific people.
I read bottlenecking the population. Yes.
We are overcomplicated the race issue. Perceived race is a big thing in America. I don't care how you perceive yourself. When you step out into the world, if everyone else perceives you one way, that is how society is going to treat you, right?
How
So
you
you
look.
kind of, yes, how you look. So how you look, you have to take a hard look, no pun intended, at that, right? So there's a guy that's like an SF operator. He's half Korean. He views himself as Korean. When I never knew it, he looked white to me, right? I didn't know he was half Korean. Perceived race is a thing. Until you have a conversation with someone and see that and understand their background, that's different. If you look at Kamala, you could tell that she is mixed. You can tell that she is mixed. But part of that mixture stems from sub-Saharan African roots. You can just look at her and tell. You understand what I'm saying?
I got a question. I got a question for the panel. I got a question. I got a question for the panel. Do you guys think mixed or biracial is their own thing?
No, that sounds crazy.
I guess it's to white people, you know, if you got one,
it is. It is
That's
if you're
culture.
if you're not mixed with black. If you're mixed with black, you are black. If you are mixed with any part of anything that comes from sub-Saharan Africa, you still part of my friends. You a nigga. Like that's just the way the world sees you. That is what it is.
Okay,
How you perceive yourself could be differently, right?
actually, you know what? That depends. I remember seeing like a little snippet of a guy. This was older, maybe the 80s, 90s, something like that. Maybe even the early 2000s. He was actually Egyptian. So because he said he was Egyptian, he came from Egyptian, you know, he had a little, he was some kind of professor or whatever. They didn't consider him black, nor did they treat him as such because he was Egyptian. And
that's not sub-Saharan. Egypt is not sub-Saharan Africa.
He was Nubian. Okay,
It does.
The guy that you're talking about,
He was
the guy
born
that
there?
you're talking,
He's
the guy that
Egyptian
you're
because he
talking
was born
about,
there.
the guy that you're talking about is Mustafa Hefni. He was a teacher, and he's actually Nubian. Now, here's the thing, you know, like everybody's talking about sub-Saharan Africa.
Sudan, right? Sudan.
No, he's Egyptian. He's Nubian Egyptian.
Okay.
this is another name.
He's from Upper Egypt, the southern part of Egypt.
But most Egyptians are classified as Arabic.
No. Original Egyptians were black.
Right.
They're painted on the walls of the pyramids as black. They were not Arabic. No, they were not. That's false.
Yeah.
They were black.
Egyptians had access to multiple colors, and they always painted themselves black. They always painted themselves
They weren't
black.
necessarily like just Arab, like sand. Granted,
they had the color white, brown, red, blue, but all the time they always painted themselves black. So we got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
No. They painted themselves in different colors. When you look at the pyramids, some of them painted themselves
they did
it brown, then the light skin.
They did in different colors based on the hierarchy. Based on the hierarchy, they painted themselves green. They painted themselves purple, but it was based on the hierarchy.
Let me explain. Okay, so first of all, when it comes to ancient Egyptian art, you got to understand that these pictures that we're seeing were not made with the concept of art in mind. All right, these were spiritual tools that had a purpose. They were created for a purpose. Now, they would depict people different colors because in a lot of cases, the colors had different symbolism, right? The dark brown, they used that mostly for men. And that was, depicting virility, strength, whatever. They would depict women in a yellow color because yellow was considered the color of beauty. It represented beauty, femininity. Didn't necessarily, come on. It's like when you ever seen yellow people running around, like banana yellow people, But with Egypt, it's always been a situation where the people in the south, the southern part of Egypt is in the tropics, and you can go to Egypt and you can see this for yourself because the people are still there. They are not Arabs. Yes, Arabic people have moved in over a period of time. They've been absorbed into the population.
It's like America, just like what happened in America.
Yeah, melting pot.
Exactly. The Arabic language replaced the original language, but
Yeah.
it would be like saying that we're all British because we speak English. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
So-
right, girl.
You fucking idiot. So Egypt has always been a place where there was physical diversity because in the South, the people there predominantly were darker skinned people, like, like our complexion, like my complexion and darker, In the northern part of Egypt now, that's a subtropical region. So just like when you go to the subtropical region of southern Africa, you find the San people, they're not that dark chocolate brown color. They're more like that, like beigeish, kind of color. So people in the northern part of Egypt, a lot of them tended to be predominantly that color because
What up, Tima?
being there for multiple hundreds of thousands of years, they adapted to the climatic conditions. In addition to that, you always had in the north a steady stream of people coming in from the Levant, from like Lebanon, Palestine, Jordan. They would migrate because you have to remember that at one time the Sahara and all of that belt, that whole latitude was green. So people who depended on a pastoral lifestyle,
Okay.
you're following your herds for grassland,
Nomadic.
migrated into northern Africa. A lot of them settled into, yes, back migration into the northern part of Egypt. So over the course of time, in the northern part of Egypt, you had that mixture. And the northern part of Egypt was where you were going to find the most mixture with non-Africans. But even with that happening within the country, there was internal migration. So you had people moving in from the north, moving south, people from the south moving north. But even today, you can still see like there's a line there, right? When you're in the south, dark skin is dominant. When you're in the north, light skin is dominant. So that's the deal with Egypt. Now, this guy that we're talking about, Mustafa Hefni, he's Nubian. Now, this is what you got to understand. People think that below the Sahara, that's the only place you find dark-skinned Africans. That's not true. You do find dark-skinned African within the Sahara belt and the northern part of Africa also. Mustafa Hefni is Nubian. Nubians are a predominantly dark-skinned people. If you saw one walking down the street, you wouldn't really necessarily be able to distinguish them from an African American. They got dark skin, afro textured hair, like features. I mean, even within sub-Saharan Africa, there's a range of features. Not everybody in sub-Saharan Africa and even West Africa has a wide nose. Not everybody has thick lips. So this idea that there's African features, no, that's a myth.
Yes.
There's all kinds of
Yep,
features
right. Thank
in
you.
Africa, even sub-Saharan Africa. They
Because
do
they
not
were mixed.
all look alike.
Because they were mixed.
Hold on real quick.
No,
bro.
it's not
Hold
because
on, guys. Ladies, hold
Everything
on. Ladies.
came from the black man. It
Ladies.
is what it is. We just it's that genetically like differentiated or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. Like
All right, guys, fellas, gents, ladies, show some respect on my YouTube, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit the dislike. What's going on with y'all? Y'all acting bougie with your index finger. Y'all be texting and liking.
like one time.
Yo, come on, just hit that pang pang. The dislike, the like, it don't matter. Share the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And most importantly, show some love to this Nubian Jamaican woman, Jermaine. Hit the Cash App. Look, she came here. She took time out of her busy schedule just to be in y'all presence, man. So you could be in her presence.
yes, no,
Explain to them about the brown skin.
Wagwan?
You explain to them about browning in Jamaica.
Oh, browning, like little, what is it? It's like burnt sugar, pretty much to try to.
We making chicken? We making stewed chicken over here?
When you see
Oh,
somebody
Speak that. Speak
okay. So I knew it was coming.
Speak that. Speak that.
Yeah, y'all hear me? I sound like a whole I sound like an Oreo right now. I can't do that to y'all. I will embarrass myself.
No, go ahead.
And-
Go ahead. Come on, don't
I
embarrass me.
can't.
You embarrassing me. You embarrassing me right now.
Damn, that sucks. He's embarrassed, guys. Make him feel better.
Yeah.
we're talking about Kamala Harris and if she's black or not, right? Did we
Right.
talk about the Jamaican?
Right, yeah, that was the initial conversation.
She a fat
I have a question for you guys. Why is it that only Indian is the only race we can agree on? And nobody questions if somebody's Indian, regardless of where they were born. You could tell by their
Because it's
features.
a geographic location. It's not a
No,
racial.
you can call it Indian. It's a race. I don't care if
No,
they were
it's not.
American. You say he's Indian. Nobody's
No,
questioning
it's
what an
not.
Indian is.
Have you seen Indians? They don't all look alike.
They have
There's
the same
many
features. What do
different
you mean?
physical types in India.
That's
What
true.
do you mean? What do you mean? You can't
What
tell
do you
an
mean?
Indian.
What do I mean? Have you been there? Have you seen India?
Yes, I've seen plenty of Indians.
Punjabis do not look like people from the south.
What does that have to do with
shout
the
out,
race?
shout out to Greniente for the
Well,
donation.
it's not
Bro.
a racial classification.
Yo,
Indian
you're
is not a racial classification.
So
It's ethnicity.
if one of those people came in this chat room right now and cammed up, you wouldn't say he's Indian?
What?
You wouldn't say he's an Indian? If somebody came in the chat room right now,
There are
cammed up,
people,
would you say he's
listen,
Indian?
listen, there are people in India that if you saw them, you would not know that they're from India because they don't fit the stereotype.
Because
When
they're
you-
mixed.
Let me say this real quick. Hold on, let me say this real quick. Yo, Creyente, good looking for that donation, brother. Thank you. You always support.
Because they're mixed. If somebody come in this room right now, cam up, you're gonna say
No.
he's Indian. Yes.
It has nothing
I
to
don't
do
care where they're born. I'm not talking about where they're born. I'm talking about his
I'm
facial
not
features.
talking about
I don't care where he's born. He could be
No, so
born on Mars.
mixed
You're gonna
Indian.
say
'Cause
he's
there's
an
Indians with
Indian.
fat noses and there's Indians with skinny noses. So what's a
What does
mixed
that have to do with it?
Indian?
You'll say he's Indian. Indian
If
has nothing to
you
do with
know-
that. You
if
still
there-
say he's Indian by his
there
look.
are people in India that
I
if
will
you
never
saw
confuse a
them,
black person with an Indian.
I'm not
Never.
talking about mixture. I'm not talking about mixed people. I am talking about regional populations within India. There are people in India that if you saw them, you would not know that they were Indian because they don't fit the stereotype.
And what is this?
northern part of India,
How their features look?
there are people in the northern part of India. There are people that if you saw them, you would think they were Chinese or some kind of East Asian.
So those are not native. Those are not people who are native. Those
They
people
are native Indians. They are
because
native.
they were mixed.
No,
They're mixed with Chinese.
you got the slim nosed Ethiopians and you got the wide nosed Nigerians. They're still African. They're not necessarily
they're
mixed
mixed.
people. They're not
Not to
mixed.
have- Yes, they are. That's like,
The black, the genetic of like a black person. Like we're very diversified people. It is what it is. It's not mixed.
You're saying it is mixed. You're
It's
saying
not
any-
mixed. At the end of the day, everything came from the black man. So where did we get mixed from? Like, what do you mean? No,
That's not
the
true.
black-
We came from
Okay, so let
space.
me ask you this. If you had a baby that had blonde hair, blue eyes, and white skin, can the father be black?
Yes.
How? He
What do
has,
you mean, how?
he's
You
let's
just
say
have those genes. I mean, black people can birth white people. We can with the straight hair. White people can. A white
No,
person
you
can't
can't.
have a black
If you
baby.
take-
A black person can.
if you take an African with no mixture and he mates with you, how are you going to
With
get a
no
baby
mix.
with blonde hair, blue eyes?
That's what I'm
You can't.
saying.
They have
Black
Africans.
people
they
are
have Africans
diverse.
like
Did you
that.
know black people
Yes.
have their own genes
Blue-
for
Tell me
blonde?
that they're-
You're
Did you know
coloring
that?
out
Black
of
people have their own genes for blonde hair. Blonde hair isn't
outta
necessarily a white feature. Look up
It's a
melanin.
genetic. It's a
Look up
genetic
melanin.
mutation. She's right.
It's
She is
just
right.
genetics. I'm not gonna say it's a mutation. It's just
No, it is a mutation. It's
No,
not a
that's-
mutation.
I'm meant
I'm
to
not
Not
have
talking
a
about
bad one.
albino.
black hair.
I'm not talking
Like-
about albino. I'm not talking
I'm
about
not
albino.
either. What are you talking about? I'm not either. I'm not talking about albino.
Yo, hold on. Shorty dropping facts. Hold on.
It's true.
Yo,
like just because a person has blonde hair doesn't mean they're white. That's false. Like I said, look at
they were white.
Going right now. Melanesians are brown skinned people with blonde hair, and they have their own name for blonde hair. No, they're not.
They are.
They're not.
You're not gonna have two
Africans with straight hair, with straight wavy hair. Did you know that? They're not white.
Yo, fighter, show that link that I just put in the chat.
Big nose, curly hair people.
Hold on.
We're diverse. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Guys,
they don't have blue eyes, do they?
There are black people with blue eyes, yes, and they're
I just put the link in the private chat. Check the private chat. Yo, check the private chat because I just put a link. There are black people with blue eyes. Yes.
It's a mutation.
Why does it have to be a mutation?
Let's be a little bit more organized, guys. Hold on. Yo, let's be more organized. Let's be more organized, man. Damn, hold on.
If you had a girlfriend,
y'all don't even try to listen to me. God damn, man. Listen, what you said, bro? You said go to the private chat and what?
Check the private chat. I put 3 links in there. One, the last link shows a woman whose children has blue eyes, right? And I put other 2 links of pictures of 2 children with blue eyes.
You can share that with daddy though. This one, they have a different blonde hair.
What man in here is gonna believe that their girl has a baby with blonde hair, blue eyes, and none of us have blonde hair and blue eyes? Fighter, what about you? If you had a wife,
it's in the gene.
Hold on.
Generation.
You want me to say something? Listen, you've never seen like ever, like never. You've seen black people with blonde hair. You think they have to be mixed? They have to be mixed?
Yes. That's not an African trait. Yes. They are mixed. That's like having a black person with blue eyes. They're
out there.
Eye color is nothing but it's just genetic mutation. That's all that's how you get somebody with 2 separate eye colors.
Then it's not white then.
It's not white. Yes.
It has nothing to do. It just happens that the mutation comes with certain people.
I didn't say it was white. I'm saying I didn't ever said it was white. I'm saying there's certain gene pools that don't have that races have that other races don't have, and you're not gonna find 2 Africans have a white baby. Not with
they can have an albino.
They can have
an albino.
Listen,
they can have an albino, but if 2 black people have a white baby with blue eyes, she's cheating.
Not
every man knows what I'm saying.
Like I said,
there's no man in here that's gonna buy that. If you have 2 black people and your baby,
you don't buy it. Is what it is. It's science, natural. But like I said, you have the Nigerians who have the flat faces, the flat wide faces with the broad nose, and you got the Ethiopians with the skinny noses and the long faces. What, he got to be mixed with white because he got a skinny nose?
But you also find that
I don't know what he's mixed with. Well, I know he's not pure. I don't know what he's.
So what's pure? That's the thing. You don't even know what that is. What's pure?
Okay, Hitler.
Pure means the original 5 races.
You can find narrow features. You can find narrow features in people like.
There's no such thing as race.
You find people like that all over Africa. You find them in Cameroon. You find them in
saying that she has a Chinese baby, but you're not Chinese.
There are black people that look Chinese in Africa, and they are African.
Not mixed.
Exactly, they're not mixed. The African gene pool is huge. That's one thing you're not getting. The African gene pool is huge.
I get it.
You don't. Because you're saying it's mixture, and it's not.
Why do we need DNA test?
I could be light skinned, and then tomorrow, then when I get pregnant, I can have a baby that's black as charcoal. It's not because I decided. It's not about like mix. It's just natural. Like it's
you're not gonna have a kid that looks Asian if your baby father is black. He's not gonna look white and Asian.
You don't know. You just said you don't know what his alleles are. You don't know what his previous family looked like. And I'm not saying his previous family was Asian either. It's not.
Can I say something? I keep getting kicked out. Can I say something real quick?
You're not getting kicked out.
No. I mean, like, my internet connection.
You off,
yeah. But give me a sec. I just want to adjust the guy before I lose connection again. You can get a light-skinned person from two black people if the allele for it happens to slip through. Now you're playing a law of averages.
Where did they get it?
You know,
Where did they get it
well,
from? They
you
have to
get
be
it
mixed to
from
get
the
it.
wide.
No,
No,
they
well,
have
I
to
mean,
do
you're gonna
something.
let me, you're gonna let me finish, or you just gonna keep talking for me,
No, go ahead, but you gotta tell me where they
right?
got it from.
So, yeah, they got it from because Africans like on that continent, we have a wider array of like genetic diversity than you have in Europe, Asia, etc.
Where did they get it
Okay,
from?
so we have all those alleles there, like the
How do you
possibilities
have
for
all
light
those alleles?
skin.
Oh my God! Can you
Oh
let
my
him get
God,
the fucking word in?
can you
Yeah,
let
bro,
me finish,
come
though?
on, man.
Can you
Oh,
let
hold
me
on,
finish?
hold on. Yo, come on. Just let him talk, and then you
God,
can.
shut your
Wow.
fucking mouth.
All right, go ahead,
Just let
Thomas.
me finish before my connection gets lost again.
All right, go
So
ahead.
if you have for every gene there are two alleles, right? If I can remember properly, and
No,
if you
there's
have
multiple.
and usually lighter skin,
Yo, mute him.
There's
hold on, let
multiple.
me
Yeah.
finish. Usually,
Okay.
hold on. Usually
I'm
lighter
not
skin
gonna have
is
a fucking
recessive. Holy
discussion,
shit,
bro.
this guy's still talking. Usually, like more often, lighter skin is recessive and darker skin is more dominant, like
No,
those
it's
those
not.
alleles for 'em. And then so if by any chance like the lighter skin manages to pull through when you
You got
interbreed with your
hear it
mate
out.
and stuff like that,
It's
then you might get a lighter skinned person. Now if the baby comes out with all those recessive genes all in one shot, yeah, she been cheating, you know? Like if the baby comes out blonde hair, blue eyed, light skin, what are the odds that all those recessive genes manage to slip through in that one baby?
it's
That's
still
my opinion on it.
possible.
That's
It's
my
still, it's
opinion.
not about odds, but it's still
No,
possible.
yeah, it is still possible, but recessive genes don't have a tendency to overtake dominant genes. You know,
Sometimes yes.
Exactly. That's
so,
where race comes in. Exactly.
no,
That's why
wait,
it's called race.
no,
That's why we have race
don't
classification.
hijack my point to prove yours, buddy. I
I
wasn't
just proved
agreeing.
my
I
point.
wasn't agreeing with you. I wasn't.
I want my credit. Yeah. Yo, hold on, y'all. Yo, come on, guys. Y'all disrespectful as hell,
Yo,
man.
fighter,
Y'all liking and disliking this video. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all so
fighter,
disrespectful.
We can only
How
like it
dare,
once.
how dare y'all? How
If I can
dare
like it
you?
10 times, I'll like it 10 times.
yo,
Yo,
fighter,
que lo que?
fighter.
What's good?
Yo, let me address the room real quick. You're getting a free show. At least hit that like button. At least hit that like button.
Y'all not showing. Yo, listen. Y'all not showing
Show some
my
love,
friend
man.
no love. I got the cash app right there, and y'all not showing her no love.
Yeah, and Fighter found a jewel, a gem this week. She's smart and pretty, and we putting on a show for you. I've been
Come on,
barking at
man.
Lord been barking at me. We going at each other. Truth dropping science. Hit that like.
Come
It's a
on,
free show. At least hit that like.
damn.
Yo,
Degenerates.
fighter. I just dropped the link. I just dropped a link to a video in the chat. Is it possible for you to play it?
Yeah, I'm gonna play right now, bro.
All right, so everybody, let's just watch this video, and then we'll discuss it. All right?
Professional logo.
Okay, I need everyone please to mute up and show some respect. Y'all already not liking shit, you know what I mean? So, all right, hold on, guys.
Hello all, welcome back to my channel.
Oh shit.
So this is a follow-up video from my ancestry.com results video. Thank you so much for your support. I was really surprised by the response that you all gave. This video here is going to be really short because it's just a follow-up. So I went ahead, based on people's responses, uploaded my DNA, my raw DNA into GED or GDmatch.com to see if it would be different from what Ancestry.com gave me. So if you recall, Ancestry.com gave me 100% Southern African with really no West African, 87% Southern Bantu, and 13% Khoisan.
Yeah.
Before I talk about my results, I would like to correct some mistakes that I made in my previous video. So I said Khoisan, which are the Southern hunter-gatherers, had mongoloid features. Asians have Khoisan features and not the other way around, because the Khoisan precede the Asians, if you believe in the out of Africa theory. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to correct. So before another thing that I wanted to let you know is that I actually told my mom about my results, and she had a funny response. She said that when I was born in South Africa, I was the first person in my family actually to be born in a hospital. Everyone else before me was born in the house. So she says that the nurses at the hospital where I was born said, you gave birth to a white little girl. And so she thought that, like she recalled that. That's one of the things that she recalled. But she was excited, of course, because it proved that, she didn't get the wrong baby. I'm kidding. She just, was happy with the results, because that's what she always known and that's what she always believed. By the way, I have a bonus for you guys. I am going to show you pictures of my siblings and some of my family members. And all these pictures just confirm that in my family alone, we come from the darkest to the lightest, or from the lightest to the darkest. Okay, so I want to now cover my gdmatch.com. If you don't know what gdmatch.com is, basically you download your ancestry or 23andMe or other DNA sites. You download your raw DNA and then you upload it. They give you instructions on that website, and then you upload it to their website, and then the following day, overnight, they process your DNA, and then you can view the results online the following day. So I did that to see what would be the difference between what ancestry.com gave me and what they would give me based on my DNA. Just saw my GD match results. Okay, so the main important thing that I want you guys to see there is that jedmatch.com actually gives me West African. Okay, what that means is that I have I'm still 87% sub-Saharan. Okay, but they give me Northeast African as well, which it is no different, I don't think, than what I got from ancestry.com, but slightly different. It's giving me Northeast and Sub-Saharan African. This one here is very, very interesting to me, because it shows that it still gives me that possible, and then it gave me 25% Khoisan. Okay, that to me is very, very interesting, because that's really what I expected. So I was kind of surprised how low it was, but this is more specific. So there was not a major discrepancy in that. Both of them gave me Southern African, mostly Southern African, probably still the same percentages in terms of being Southern African. But what was interesting about GDmatch.com was that it gave me 25% Khoisan, which more than 25%, and some of them 30%, because they have like, like different tools that you can play with. But what was interesting about it, they gave me 30%, 30% Khoisan, which to me was a surprise, and not a surprise. Actually, I'm happy with the results, because to me they match more of what I expected. Another thing that GD does, it will tell you things like tribes, and the closest tribe to me is Xhosa, and that's what I am. I thought that was very interesting, actually, because I was told that I'm Xhosa, and it basically confirmed that, right? So, of course, they have other tribes that feature, into you, but the one that was closest to me was Xhosa, and followed by, Bantu South African, which is not a tribe in itself, and Soto, Tswana, Pedi. So, I pretty much have everything in me, and that makes me excited, actually. And so I played again, I played around with more tools, and pretty much all these tools tell me the same thing, that I'm 90% Xhosa. I don't know what the other 10% is, but anyway, but the interesting thing about that tool is it pretty much gives you, it's not an easy tool to use, in a sense that there's no guide on how to use the tool. You just have to play around with it. So, but I just played around, and there was nothing, different than what I already knew, except it gave me a scientific confirmation based on my DNA. But as you can see there, I have 30% West African, 25% Khoisan, 36% Eastern Bantu. Okay, thank you all for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video as well. If you haven't watched my other video, please go ahead and watch that to get an understanding of this video. And now,
Okay, Truth, you muted, bro.
What you see in here is a woman that, if we saw her in the United States, automatically, based on her phenotype and her skin tone, we would assume that she's mixed. But
Right.
she's not mixed. She is 100% African, sub-Saharan African. So what all of us have been trying to express here is that even within sub-Saharan Africa, there is no one specific physical type that represents the entire population.
Or color.
Or color. There are differences in skin tone. There are differences in facial structure.
And the environments are all different. The environments
are all different. Exactly. So you have people in, for example, just take West Africa in itself. You have people like the Wolof, who have very distinct look about them. You would not confuse a Wolof with a Yoruba or somebody from Cameroon. They have very distinct features, and they can tell each other apart. Even within, like, for example, Nigeria, between Igbos and Yorubas, they can see the difference between themselves. And even there within West Africa, you have people who are very light complected. In Jamaica, we have a term called the redibo. We say redibo. We smash it all together, but it's red Igbos. And the reason why they call them red Igbos is because those people from the Igbo people, they have, it's not dominant, but it happens at a regular occurrence. People who are very light complected. So they call them light. They call them red, or that's actually where we get that term red bone from. They're very light complected. They are not mixed. You have people who have very narrow features, even within West Africa. And I'm not just talking about Fulanis. I know I met a girl, she was from Cameroon. I forgot which ethnic group she was from, but she had a very narrow face, very thin nose, very thin lips. She was not East African. She was not mixed. She came from her people. Within East Africa, people will look at them and say, oh, they're mixed. No, they're not mixed. That's just the physical features that are dominant in that region. You can go to the Maasai and you will find people who have very thin features, very narrow features, but they do not look like Somalis, nor do they look like Ethiopians. They have their own look, but they have narrow features. So in Africa, you have many different physical types, and not just the face, but the body structure. You have people who are very thin and extremely tall. You have the little short, chunky, round body, chunky dudes running around. You got the West Africans in Senegal that are extremely, I fucking hate them because it's like the mother just spat them out and they got like fucking 6-pack, muscular as fuck, like 1% body fat. Very different from other populations in sub-Saharan Africa. They are not all the same. So this idea that there is a real African is a concept that was created by Europeans for their own purposes, because they were trying to convince the world that these people are not really human like us. So if you find anyone who has features similar to ours, it must be because they're mixed. So we're going to look for the physical type that is the most different than European, and that's the physical type that we're going to say is the real African. And
correct.
Yeah,
you're not stating facts, though, bro.
Hold on, Truth. Now let him talk. Yeah, and let him either make his point or bury himself. So let him talk. All right, what's good, Kilo? What up? What you have to say, bro?
I was just gonna say,
you have opposing views. So damn, I feel like when I talk loud.
No, I was gonna say that's not fact.
Because I'm talking to you, like I gotta talk loudly, you're strong, aggressive. Then y'all hear me. I can't be nice and sensitive and gingerly. I have to be this radical savage animal. So y'all all better like the video, subscribe, share it to all your friends. You probably don't got no friends. And show love to my friend's Cash App, Germs Brownie. And she will come back to the show and make it lit. And next time, maybe she could bring some friends who you never know will be lit. All right, go ahead, Kilo. Go ahead.
Oh man, hold on. Yeah, no, I was gonna say that. See what he said, what he just said. He's not stating facts. He said that's what he whatever he thinks. But they're different tribes. They're different tribes. They're not related. Just because they're in Africa, they're not related. They're different tribes. They're different people. They have different bone structure. That for one says it all. When you have different bone structure. I'm not talking about DNA. I'm talking about bone structure. The whole thing. They're not related at all. They're not mixed. It's nothing like that. They're just different tribes. That's all. But there's no way, like earlier, like she said,
no, that's what he was saying.
Like two black people can have a blonde baby. I mean, if that happened in your family, you gotta ask your aunt or somebody, who were they really with? You know what I mean? Is a milkman, somebody, anything. But and the albinos, they happen to everybody in every race. You know what I mean? They poor things get hunted down. You know what I'm saying? For witch doctors.
Okay, so let me ask you, Kilo. All right, let me ask you this real quick. Kilo, let me ask you this real quick. Kilo,
anyway, besides all that, but yeah, bro, the homie right here is right though. The one that was talking right now, he was right. what he's
Yo,
stating is not fact,
yo,
though. That's all.
yo.
Oh, thank you.
But ain't that what I said though? I said they're not all the same.
Yo, hold on.
But they're not. But like you said, he's pretty much still saying that there has to be some kind of mix. There has to be some kind of European blood. And you already just said we saw the like. Okay, so I guess we just have to agree to disagree. A lot of us believe what you just said, that Africans come in plenty of different colors. We wasn't just one color and just mixed with white people, and that's how the African continent are the colors the way they are. It is what it is. Some people just
okay, all right, Kilo.
It's not gonna accept it.
Now, Kilo, listen. He literally said, by them looking different from each other, he's basically saying, yes, there are different tribes. And all African people aren't brothers and cousins. They used to actually kill each other and beef with each other because they were different tribes. Let's stop trying to make it seem like there was kumbaya, my lord, and everybody was friends and trading sugar for salt. No. So all he was saying is that you can't. All right, two white people can't have a very dark skinned baby looking like Akon. That won't happen. You can't have two people that look like Trump. Trump and Melania Trump can't have a baby that's gonna look like Akon. It just won't happen. But it can happen in the reverse.
To a certain extent.
But it can happen. But is the possibility there?
Well, for black people,
it cannot happen. It cannot happen naturally without one of the two parents being mixed. Two pure people are not going to produce that.
There's no such thing as a pure human being. There's no such thing anymore.
Where are you getting that?
There's no such thing as
There's no
pure.
such thing now. There's no such thing now. Originally, what do you mean pure? There's no such thing now as pure. We have past that.
There never was.
Listen, all
Genetically diverse, naturally.
based off of phenotype. That's all it is, man. Because when the aliens come, ain't nobody talking about race. Right? When the aliens come and they try to destroy the White House, ain't nobody talking about race. Kamala's blood.
Blood Moon, thank you for the donation. Blood Moon, thank you for the donation. Y'all gotta follow suit, man. Blood Moon, thank you for the donation.
Her father,
go ahead.
Kamala Harris,
Everybody like and dislike this video and share it. You heard?
Her mother is Indian. Her father is black. There's no such thing as confusing an Indian when you see one.
Well,
Why
first
is
of
that?
all, how are we defining black to begin with?
Color.
I define it based off of
Not
perceived.
color. I'm not defining it as color. I'm saying it's bone structure. The nose, the lips, the shape of the head.
No, that don't matter.
How it is.
You gotta define. You have to define things in the environment in which you live. So let's take Kamala, right? We're talking. Hold on. Hold on, please. Cálmate, por favor. Oye, like relax. Like Kamala. If Kamala was in the UK, she would be classified as mixed race, right? But because she's in America and we don't have a mixed race classification, she's classified as black, right?
In South Africa, she'd be colored. She wouldn't be black in South Africa. She'd be considered
colored. Yes. I think the lady wants to say something.
Color is not a race. That's not a race. That's a culture, perhaps.
So my question is:
races are culturally constructed. It's a cultural construct.
No, race is not a culture.
Yo, because when the aliens come, it's all one human race and they're taking over everybody. Stop, I'm making that point to be serious at the same time.
Thanks, Arturito, for the donation. Arturito, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. You can keep talking.
Right, is correct. Aliens will take everything over.
No, but my point is, race is like I was like kind of being the bad guy with Comic earlier today, but his point of race, it doesn't matter, is a thing. It's only one human race. Because I'm telling you, if the aliens come, no one gives a crap about if you're black or you're white when they're sucking your brains out and they're enslaving.
You'll have those people. You'll have those people still.
This nigga gonna give me nightmares like a motherfucker tonight.
Hold on, but I am an alien.
My brain.
Well, you're a black alien if that's the case. You're black.
Wow. So aliens got race too? So we discriminate. We rate alien
Hell
discrimination
yeah.
now?
Oh, hold on.
This one.
So hold on. Y'all never saw
This one.
Star Wars? What's wrong with y'all, man? They don't all look,
Wow.
they're not all the monolith. They're not all homies. They all
Wow.
got, they all got
Y'all out here tripping, man. Y'all drinking some good stuff, man. What y'all drinking on?
You ain't see Fighter pour that shit. I don't know what it was you was pouring. I saw him pour that shit.
some moonshine.
So, guys, question. So, you guys keep talking about these geographical areas of India and all. So you can't mistake an Indian for Indian. My question is, if you believe in the theory of Pangea, that the world was all just one continent, what does that mean? Then? Was there really ever such thing as, India this, India that? Like, I feel like in a way it's all about, huh?
It's not about location per se, but certain people came from certain locations. But if it was one continent, that means it had a very high possibility of them mixing. So that's why you have the
So
diversity.
my point is, why they just be all the same, or we're just all Pangeans? I'm from North Pangea. You're from
No, it has nothing to do with the location. The location is more about the origin of where the people
technically,
come from.
because you got Indians who were born and raised here in America, and people still calling them Indian. They
Because of
American.
the race. No,
Indian.
the race and culture are two different things. Race and culture are two different
There's
things.
no such thing.
As in one exists and one doesn't.
No. An Indian is an Indian everywhere. A black person is a black person everywhere. Regardless
Yeah,
of
because society,
race.
society deems that.
What
That is
is
why.
your definition? What is your definition for race? What is your definition for race?
Okay, race again would have to do with the original people. For example, I don't know if you guys believe in the Bible or anything, but we got to start.
No.
So there has to be some human beings to create all of us, right? So there had to be at least two, right? So
At least two.
what race are they? Right, at least two. There could have been 10.
Come on, you
There could have
don't
been 20.
believe that. You cannot believe that because in modern society, if people inbred, there would be a higher rate of their offspring dying off. So if we just apply that common sense to the past, we know it was more than two because genetic diversity is one of the first things they tell you need to populate a planet. So
Right.
you cannot
the Bible
believe
indicates that.
So
The
we
Bible
still don't
indicates
have a
that as well.
definition for race yet. What is race? Define
Okay, so I'm getting to the race. The race. So we have to have some people, some original people to begin with, right? So I'm going to assume that we're talking about the races that I'm talking about, the four that I can come up with. That I'm just going to use the synonyms. I'm not going to use the etymological.
You cannot define a word with that word. So I'm asking you for a definition of race. What is the definition of race? You can't tell me that the definition of race is an original race. No.
I got the definition, y'all. Or at least this is people.
No,
race
I want his definition.
So
But
the definition
I understand where
says,
he's coming from.
and this is a Wikipedia, so I'm just reading it. Y'all tell me what you think. It says a race is a grouping of humans based on shared physical or social qualities into categories generally viewed as distinct by society.
Right. So I will agree with some of that.
Like I said,
it has to do with
hold on. It says the term was first used to refer to speakers of a common language and then to denote national affiliations. By the 17th century, the term began to refer to physical phenotypical traits. So 17th century, it started talking about the phenotype, the physical. Right. So go ahead. What y'all got to say about that?
Because my thing is like this is the same thing with language.
That means Kamala's black.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. This is the same thing. Like they do it with language also. We all said, okay, this right here, we all agreed. Or someone said, this is white. And we all agreed, okay, this is white. We all agreed on it. And then the people come in and they start saying, oh, no, that's not white. That's off-white. That's cream. Then people want to add in their little two cents in. And then the definition can alter.
And it did. Clear. I just read the definition. The definition was one thing, and then it said after the diversity.
Because people are mixed. They're mixing together.
Those
races
change the definition essentially.
Okay, let me. Society places those classifications on people. That's what it is. Somebody with power says, oh, look at all those people with glasses. Those are nerds. And
Yeah,
that's
we have
the
to
nerd,
classify something to
right?
talk about.
That is the nerd race, right? Some people be like, oh, look at those hot girls that are mean all the time. That's the mean girls race, right? That's literally
how can you
on
talk
a
about
Barney
something
style
without
level.
classification?
That's literally how it went down.
Yeah, but how can you talk about something without some kind of classification? You need some kind of classification just to get talking, just to
I
speak
just
on it.
gave you the
You have to classify.
classification was originally based off of language, right? And
It is
origin,
language.
like
That's how we communicate. We have to classify something to talk about it in some kind of
yo, did you
language.
go to college? What's your
Yes, I did.
highest level of education?
I
Please
went
tell
to
me.
college.
What did you study at college, and what did you study?
I studied
I'm
philosophy.
not. That tells me everything right there. Everything. Is this a pebble? Is this pebble real, or is it not real? Am I holding this or not? Are we in a simulation or are we not? I don't know.
Not in a
These are
simulation. We're definitely not in a simulation here.
prove it. Prove it.
I want to get back to the. I wanted to get back to the race thing because he asked me.
You're on your phone all day. You're on your couch, you're not doing nothing, just watching TV. You might as well just call. You might as well just like the video, subscribe, and share it to all your friends. You might as well just cash at me and my friend. That way we can just live it up and come back tomorrow and talk more shit. All right. It's not like y'all doing anything at home. Y'all got no friends. We the only friends y'all got. If it wasn't for YouTube, you guys wouldn't have a life. All right, I'm just fucking with y'all, man.
My man said, "Yo, we are not in a simulation, and there's no way we're in a simulation. There is definitely a possibility.
Definitely no way we're in a simulation right now."
That tells me everything I need to know about you, because based off of the advancing technology and games in general, combined with artificial intelligence, there is a probability that we could possibly be in a simulation. So, what are you talking about, my guy?
Like, you be aware that you're in a simulation.
Hey, listen.
How would you be aware?
There's no simulation. You want to know why? If you cross the street without looking, a Mack truck is gonna run you over and kill you.
That doesn't mean you're not in a simulation. You could do that. You could do that same thing in Grand Theft Auto.
How would you be aware?
Get run over.
No, not even the cheat code.
Fighter, what is your guess's name?
Jermaine.
Hey, you never studied philosophy, so I don't think you can argue that. Your argument is very weak.
No, but I studied engineering and I build freaking AI for a living, and I'm telling you, it is a possibility. The smartest people in the world think it's a possibility, but he who does not understand that there's one race says
we're in a simulation.
So I just want to say
you're not real. I'm not real.
I want to say something before I go. Jermaine, shout out to you. I think, Fighter, this is the first guest you've ever brought in that I'm intellectually intrigued in. She is literally coming in here with facts, things to look up, and she's actually having some good points, and backing those points up and challenging people. So I'm really liking what she's bringing. I'm really liking.
She just shot radical.
No. I'm really liking what she's bringing to the table, and you should definitely
her
bring
looks.
her more. Her
You like all my guests that I bring on here. You like all my guests.
The speech was rehearsed. It was written down.
He said he left and he was thinking for like 2 hours. Damn, what can I say to her to make me catch her attention?
She like the best guest you had, bro. But next time, like you gotta come back on. Next time, bring some stewed chicken, rice on peas instead of that cardboard Domino's. You feel me? Domino's pizza tastes like.
I'm gonna say something that you're probably gonna be offended. Yo, I'm tired of Jamaican food because I eat it all the time. I eat it all the time. I ate it all the time.
It's quite varied though. Try like different regions. Like they don't all do jerk chicken the same way. Sometimes the aki and saltfish is different.
Okay, but if I had it like each time like 40 million times, like
damn. All right, that.
I want some Chinese food from people on the west side. No, let me do it from the east side. Okay, no, let me do it. It's like it gets kind of, you know. Soon I can go back and get some oxtail because you can't always be eating something so repetitively, you know. Or do you eat oxtail every day?
No,
so that's what you eat.
Oxtail every day.
Oxtail and the jerk chicken and the red snapper and
Curry chicken, curry beef.
Nah. Hey, but I love goat. I love
Beef
goat.
is new.
I love goat.
Well,
Okay, so have some stew peas and rice.
I come on, guys. Where you think I'm from? I live under a rock. Come on, man. Grew up with Jamaicans. That's where I grew up with Jamaicans.
let me stop.
Mackerel rundown.
I grew. You grew up with Jamaicans when every time the party only ends when the police come. Like that's how you knew you grew up with Jamaicans
Oh God.
because of the music. And then in the basement, and the whole neighborhood could hear the music. Sound like an earthquake or the bass.
Facts. It's a wrestling match, you know.
Mhm.
Whoa! Just jumping off is like wow.
500 bottles of Heineken. Or empty.
Guinness.
Guinness. Right, red stripe.
Does Jamaican music still remake everything?
Of course.
Yeah, they do. They got the Celine Dion's and stuff. You know.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
they make all like those songs, popular songs. They make them dope.
Yeah.
They make them dope.
They still do it.
Yo, Jamaican music has so much bass, yo. They be rattling my windows. Nigga trying to sleep, and you hear like doom 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 doom. doom 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 doom. My windows like.
My favorite remake was "If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right." That's my favorite one.
Who sings it? Who sings it?
I don't remember, man, but they did a remake. It was a good one.
Yo, what's up with that dude who went and used cake soap, and he's in jail now though because of murder. Vibes Cartel.
He's still in jail.
He's still in jail.
Yeah.
Wow, niggas don't know how to act when they get some fame, yo. Damn, like chill. You won the game.
Nah,
you won the game. You got your paper. What happened?
Granted, for what he's in jail for, to my knowledge, they don't necessarily have any exact proof that he's actually connected to any of that. Like I think they said he ordered somebody to be killed and he wasn't at the something like that. So I guess technically people are saying they're holding him against his will. But damn, I forgot my point. What was my point? But yeah, he's still making music. He's in there and all that good stuff. So yeah. Oh, he got life.
But them guys, they run with a certain crowd. So just because they get money.
Vibes Cartel got me. You know he got connections. He got me.
Yo, but let me tell you something. Jail in Jamaica is different from jail out here. Jail out there, if I'm not,
I don't know.
If I don't got it misunderstood, I know that they have it like they got TVs in there, microwaves, they got video games. They got women come over. Yeah, it's like very free.
That's because the gangs and the Jamaican mob run that shit. The Miardis.
I know Dominican Republic is like that. If you got the money. You
okay. So yeah, Vibes Cartel has the money.
Everywhere, probably.
Making music in prison. So
the prison run by them shutters.
If you have money anywhere, you probably have it better in jail than just a broke dude.
Yeah, but not in America. It don't matter. And not in America. You have as much money as you want.
Yep. Well,
not true. The mobsters. What do you think the mobsters did? They didn't go into like the same cell I would go in, or you would.
Bro, this is not the movies, bro. This is real life.
That's real life. That's not. It's not just fantasy.
All right, bro. Have you
much money you have. You have to have
bro.
What's that?
How many times you been to the feds?
Never.
Okay.
Lies. Oh, lies.
Okay. Silence.
So we're talking about Kamala Harris, and is she black? In Jamaica, they will call her a brownie.
What's a brownie? Hold on, what's a brownie, truth teacher?
A browning is a mixed person, a light-skinned person. So here's the thing.
So in Jamaica, would I be a browning?
You're a little bit too brown to be a browning.
Yeah, you darker than Kamala.
Like,
what is he?
Like me, for example, they would call me a browning, and people lighter than me. So but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. In Jamaica, things are a little bit looser, so people would recognize her as being, having African ancestry. But the way they're gonna describe you is by your physical, your physical looks. So if you're dark skinned, right, and you have kinky hair, then they would describe you as black. If you're more ambiguous on the ambiguous side like me, right, then you're brown. And if you are really light skinned, really, really light skinned, what they would call yellow bone here in the United States, then they say you're red. You know, so Kamala Harris would be considered a brownie. Now, just because they call her a different thing, it's still understood that you are a person of, you know, you have some African ancestry in you. You can have relatives, you know, blood relatives who are very dark. They could be very light. They could be
Maybe
white.
she has tree mixes. Tree.
Huh?
Maybe she has tree mixes.
Okay, so her father, for example, would be considered brown also, because he's not 100%, you know, African. He has some European.
Yeah, but you think he like 50-50? I think. What you think?
I mean, he's white.
I mean, my father is almost 50-50. You know, my grandfather was half British. His mother was British. His line, his great grandfather came straight from Africa. You know, so when you look at my grandfather and then you look at his cousins, they look straight up African. You know, my grandfather my grandfather and my granduncle, they were both born the same year. But my granduncle, when you look at him, straight up African. My grandfather, he was mixed. So we all understand that we're part of the same family, but the way you're going to be classified is according to your features. So my younger brother now, he's dark skinned, much darker than me, but he's got that like that kind of wavy, loose, curly hair. So now they call him coolie nigga.
Coolie nigga.
Coolie is what they call East Indians. So he has that look. He looks like he's a mix of East Indian and African. So they call him coolie nigga. If you have somebody that has, you know, African and Chinese, they call you, you know, depending on what you look like. If you have those eyes, they call you Chinese.
Chinese.
Even if you have African, they're going to call you Chinese.
Wait a minute, you just mentioned two races. You didn't explain like you were explaining with the blacks. How do you know what an Indian looks like?
Say what?
How do you know what an Indian looks like?
Because we have Indians. We have. Are you going to let me speak?
Yes, go ahead.
We have a lot of Indians in Jamaica because after slavery was abolished, nobody really wanted to work the plantations like that. So the British brought people over from India, from different parts of India. So within Jamaica, we do have a lot of people who are East Indian descent, but they come from different parts of India. So you have people who came from the northern part of India. You have people who came from the southern part of India, the western, the eastern. And so within that East Indian group, you have a range of physical features, but you know that, you know, you're familiar with looking at the different physical types that exist within that community. So you can, you know, you can distinguish them. But like you go to India, for example, the people who live in the Punjab look very different from the Tamil people who live in the South.
But you can still recognize they're Indian, correct?
Because if you're used to seeing a variety of those phenotypes, you recognize that you know what you're looking at. But there are other people, they would not recognize them. They would not understand, you know, what they're looking at.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused because if you go by what you're saying, that different races can have those exact same phenotypes, how do you
I'm
know
not
that they look alike?
saying, okay, this is where you're getting crossed up because I'm not putting these people in a race. East Indians are not a race, they are
Exactly.
a nationality.
No,
And
I didn't say East
within
Indian. I'm saying Indian. I'm saying Indian. I don't care where they're from, whether
what
they're north,
what
south.
Indian are we
Indian is a
talking about?
nationality, sir.
Indian?
You mean
No,
dots of
Indian
feathers?
is a
What
race.
kind of Indian?
Indian is
Wait,
a race.
no,
It
it's
is
not.
Indian is
not
a
a
race. Yes,
race.
it is.
What the hell are you talking about? Hold on.
We're
We
And
talking
this
talking
is
about
why
race.
I asked you to define what you mean by race, and you still can't give a definition. What do
I'm
you
getting you.
mean?
I'm getting you to define it for me because you said that there are certain features,
Certain features.
and
Reach
that is what I was trying to explain to you about original race. The original people that populated this earth, whether it was 100 people, 10 people, they were of a certain race.
and you
And
don't
those
know what those people look like
no,
exactly.
we do
Not
know
there.
because we have the basic genotypes of of what we call race, such as what I said before, the wider nose of the Africans, the bigger lips. Now
Wider
you
nose
say
and bigger lips of which Africans?
See,
They
that's
all
why
no,
have the same
no.
features.
I'm
why I
not
brought up the
saying location.
Pangea thing. You know, like what if these Indians were actually situated in Asia? What, they're Asians now? I mean, like they're just a certain people.
I
right?
never said no. I'm not talking about location. I'm
I
not
have bigger
talking
lips.
about location. The original race came from a specific location, but I am not saying race is based on location. I am saying race is based on the features of that
Race
particular
is
original
a concept
people.
made up by white people. Race really doesn't exist. It really doesn't.
Does.
Like we
It
already
does
just talked
because he
about. We have
because he
black people that look
defined
Asian.
what
We have
Indians
black
are.
people that look white features, what we would call white features. We have black people that have what we would call black features, big nose,
Because those are mixed
big
people.
lips.
Big nose having.
Those are mixed people.
Yo, since we just making
Those are
shit up,
mixed
I'm gonna
people.
make some
You're
shit up.
confused.
All right.
Okay, go
So,
ahead, make it up.
yo, each
No.
race comes from a different
There are four
alien
basic races.
civilization in the world,
I believe
and
that.
and they just put us here on Earth
No,
as
I can only
slaves
name
to
four races.
fight it out.
Four.
All
I
right,
can
that's
only
it.
name four.
Boom.
I can name four original races, and I'm just going to use the common terms. I'm not going to use the original terms. I'm
I
just
made
going to
those
use
point
synonyms.
earlier today. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Right.
But those
Yeah.
What other four
There's
races?
black, there's Asian, there's Indian, and there's white, and there's Aborigines. I'm sorry,
And where are
Aborigines
you
is also
getting,
a race.
where are you getting this from?
Where are you getting this from,
you're
bro?
just
Where are you
going.
getting this information?
From features. Those
If black
So what about
that's
Chinese?
false.
What race
That's
are they?
false.
So hold
Chinese are
on.
Asian.
If those are the only
Chinese
four,
are
Black
Asian.
what
people
about?
look like every race, then what do you call that? We just went over that. We
Those
just
are
went over
mixed. No,
time
those
people.
are mixed.
They're
They're
not
lying.
mixed.
They
You're
are
wrong.
lying.
You're
They are
wrong.
lying.
They're not
They are
mixed.
lying. That's like
Why?
me saying
Who
I'm.
say?
That's like you
Who
saying you're not
say?
mixed.
So
They're
can
lying.
I ask something?
You,
Can I
we
ask
just
something? So
we just went over that you can't have a Chinese baby, right? They're lying. If your girl
Who
has a
say?
Chinese baby and you're not Chinese, neither one of you
No.
are Chinese, you're not gonna have a Chinese baby. You're
Look up the
lying.
That's not true.
Let me look up the
That's
okay.
not true.
voice.
Maybe we
Hold
had a
on, hold on, hold on,
gangbang and
hold
she
on,
just
hold
got
on.
pregnant by a
You're
Chinese
not.
dude.
You're not
Hold on.
talking
But
about
this is my
You're not
baby.
the
I'm gonna
father.
keep it.
emotion right now.
So you're not the father then, right?
I am the
That's,
father. All
no,
right,
you're
I'm
not.
gonna
You're
pay
not the
that child
biological
support.
one.
I'm a simp hard, bro.
You're
I'm a
not the
simp hard to pay that
biological.
child support.
You don't
You're
believe
not
it.
the biological.
We're gonna show you a picture of the Khoisan people of Africa, straight African
Those
descent,
are
like the
mixed.
lady was
I
talking
don't
about in
care
the
where
video.
they're from.
They're light-skinned
I don't.
people with what we would call Asian features, but they are not Asian. The Asians came from them.
They are
So
mixed.
they're
They are
not
mixed.
mixed. You're not.
So let
What
me.
you're saying is not factual. You're just talking out your ass right now.
Oh,
Like I'm just saying, I'm not coming at you. Like you're speculating right now. There's black people that look like every single people on this earth, Indians, all of that.
No.
Like you don't want to
What
believe
you're,
it. That's the
what
problem.
you're saying then, what you're saying is then you can have a white or Asian baby. That's not
Look,
Yes, you
nonsense. That's
can.
not. No
black.
man is gonna believe that.
They see this,
What you're
right?
saying is
These
it's
people,
true.
these people are black. These are called the Khoisan people. They are a tribe. They have Asian,
Look
well,
at
what
their
you would
features.
call Asian features, but they're
No.
not.
No. Look at his
You don't
nose.
want to believe it? You don't want to believe it?
Nose. Look at his nose. Is that an Asian feature? No, his nose is not.
It's
No.
technically it's an African feature. People call it Asian, but they're Africans.
No.
The Asians came from
African-
Talk
them.
that shit,
No.
girl.
It's
Talk
them.
that shit,
No,
girl.
you don't know what you're
Wait,
talking about. African
you
is a
don't know.
She
location.
is right.
He don't want to
African-
believe it. The proof is in his
No.
face.
No,
No,
you're not proving
what?
anything. You're not proving anything.
Right
Black is-
now.
the
Okay,
race
hold
is black.
on. Yo,
The race is black. The location is Africa.
Yo,
The
Yo, is Jesus white or black? Is
I
Jesus
don't
white or
know.
black?
Jesus
know.
is black.
Okay,
I don't know.
guys. Yeah, okay, all right. Hold the
The location is Africa.
Okay,
I didn't
guys,
say anything about location.
Listen.
Race is black. What you just showed. Everybody will say that's a black
The
person.
Asians came from them. They are the Asians or
black
what we
people right
call
there.
Asians. Huh?
On your screen. On your screen, are they black or Asian?
They are African.
That's not a race. That's a location. They are black. You can see that they're black.
All right. Hold on.
doesn't mean
Yes,
that
hold
they're black.
on. Yo, Roy says,
Okay,
I'm
Asian is
gonna mute
African.
you. I'm gonna mute you, yo, because you can't handle yourself, man. Roy says, okay, fine, they're black.
We silencing
Okay,
niggas like Trump. No, I was kidding.
Okay, listen. Okay, listen. Okay, they're black. But what she's saying is, earlier you were trying to say that the reason why they look like that is because they're mixed with Asian,
And they're not.
and they're not.
That's what I was saying.
Asians came from them.
Correct.
Not the other way around.
Correct. The African phenotype is broad. It's broad. All peoples come from Africa. That's facts, though. But
more accurately, one of the many phenotypes found in Africa is the broad type. There are many different types. The broad type is just one of many.
correct. That's what I was saying before. You got the Ethiopians with the thin faces and the thin noses. I mean, like, you're gonna say they have to be mixed with white? No, it's all from Africa. Africa look like just about everybody. You know, they got Africans that look like they're Hawaiian or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just if you don't want to believe it, Roy Chess. Hey, you know, you keep saying no, shake your computer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Jump out the window, bro.
Ooh, she on fire.
No, your comment that you said about Hawaiians is true because Hawaiians are basically just Samoans, right? And Samoans are just like they have African, what he would call African features, right? The big nose, the big lips, but they don't look like they're not black, right? Their phenotypes is similar to ours. I think some comment called them niggas Samo niggas. I don't really like
Samo niggas.
Samo niggas.
That's what Samoans are. Samo niggas.
Yeah, Samo niggas. Yeah, it's Paul. Who was the comic that said that shit?
I think it was Paul Mooney.
Yeah.
Samo niggas.
Samo niggas. Which is true.
Because
like,
if you look at King Kamehameha the first, not the second or third, not his sons, but King Kamehameha, you look at his photos, he looks like one of those 1970s singing group dudes, like the OJs and shit like that.
Got you.
It's funny because Samoans are, people think black people over at populate the NFL the most. It's actually Samoans.
Yeah, what, those linebackers?
Yeah, big ass motherfuckers. Motherfuckers is big.
They're not big. They big boned.
Big.
Oh, the Samoans got me. Somebody paid the ransom. I'm grateful.
They coming for you. They coming.
Got your ass.
But yeah, man.
Yo, but I got a question,
but she's right though. Like, who's the guy with the blue avatar? Who is that? Who?
Roy Chess.
Roy Chess. I don't know, man. Like, what do you consider yourself? Like,
go ahead, Roy Chess.
Quote unquote, racially speaking, what do you consider yourself?
I would be classified as black.
You'd be classified as what? I didn't hear you.
Black.
Oh, okay.
That's brightly black.
But what's your makeup?
I'm mixed. I'm mixed all over the place. I have black, white, Latino. I mean, I'm all over the place.
Okay. So you believe in the Negro?
I wouldn't call it Negroid. I would say the common term today is black. I wouldn't say the Negroid thing, and that would prevent the comment. He had an issue with that word. Like, some people have the word.
Black is more cultural. Like, for example, I would consider myself Black because I
sorry about that.
African are.
Were you born here? I mean,
Correct.
That's usually people. You were born here, and you think Black is a culture?
Black is a culture. Black is a culture.
Black is a culture.
No, it is not.
In America, it is.
No, it is not. So
When
why
you
is
go
it
to
that black people, why is it that black people on the West Coast are different from the black people on the East Coast?
Yeah,
why is that?
that's their culture.
Variations.
No, we're the same race. I said both
No.
are the same race. The
Roy
same
Chess,
That is
Roy
their
Chess.
culture.
Okay, Roy Chess,
not
calm
culture,
down.
that's-
Look, Roy
What
Chess,
I'm saying
hold
is
on.
Black people are people who are technically African American, but they cannot identify with their roots because they don't know them. That's it.
So an example, you go to Dominican Republic, right? You go to Dominican Republic, and there's like 6 to 7 different dialects, and I'm dead serious. Like, all right, I'm gonna speak to somebody from the Cibao region who's very, like, you would say, in a rural area. Like they live up in the mountains by the river, and they got farms and all. Pero después que tú vas por ahí, pero coger carro porque hace frío, mucho frío para afuera. Oye, por ahí, Dios mío, pero ¿por qué tú me hablas así,
We got a lot
hombre?
of them over here.
Right, so right, that's like the country ones, right? Then you got the ones from the capital, Santo Domingo. Digo, pero ¿por qué tú me hablas así, loco? Pero es para el colmo, vamos para el colmado, right? So they pronounce the L's, they stretch the L's. So they all, like, in Dominican, you go to Dominican Republic, they have like different dialects.
The dialect is one thing. I'm not talking about dialect.
Food. Okay.
The music.
It's still Spanish. It's still Dominican.
Right, but so that's what culture comprises of, right? That's what culture.
Listen, niggas on the East Coast and niggas on the West Coast both eating fried chicken. What you talking about food, bro?
No,
like,
no, it's not the same.
Keyword niggas.
Right.
Niggas on the East, niggas on the West.
Right.
Niggas.
They were still back then. They was making Kool-Aid, but just a different way. On the East Coast, we straight to the right. On the West Coast,
no. The swag on the East Coast is different from the swag on the West Coast. It's not the same.
So that's what you would call, Mr. Philosophy Major. That's what you would call a subculture, a culture within a culture.
No, that's black is a race.
So what's the original culture? Fried chicken,
not a culture.
Flour or without flour?
Culture has to do with music.
The spaghetti, you mix it up, or you keep it like the sauce separate.
That's what culture comprises of. Beliefs, dress, music, bringing.
Okay. I'm gonna disprove your point, right? So what you're saying that
Tank, yo, I miss Tank.
Roy Chess, let me say something before my connection drop again. So, like,
it's gonna drop again.
Yeah, black culture is almost synonymous with Black American culture. Like over here, even if you have East Coast, West Coast, you have the South, Middle America. It's black people share that culture, but it's just different flavors of it from the East Coast, West Coast. Let me finish before I get knocked out again. Hold on.
Right? Black culture, it's different.
Hold
That's
on.
what I'm telling you.
Oh my God, hold on one second. Let me finish my point. It's all black culture. Let me just finish.
No, it isn't.
Roy Chess. How about,
isn't.
holy shit. Roy Chess, let me finish the sentence before I get knocked out again. All right. So there are different flavors of it, whether you grow up in Philly, New York, or whatever, but they're cohesive. There are things.
Damn, he got that. He got that blue bro.
You're a Californian, got him.
I'm saying there is no universal black culture. There is no such thing.
There's no universal African culture, but it's still African.
Okay. College, step dancing, Black American culture.
Black America, there is a universal Black American culture. There's certain things that black people just do. Oh, you know what it is?
What is it?
Every time I see a black guy, I give him a head nod when I'm in public, especially if I'm in a predominant white area and I see another black person. If I see another black sister, I look at her. Are you good? It's the you good nod. Like, you good? Come on, tell me that's not a thing.
If you go to like Africa,
it's not a thing, man. It's not a thing.
It looks like they have each country,
it's not a thing,
or not even each country. Like maybe even each tribe has their own culture. You know what I mean? So it's different. And there's no.
We're not talking
about
race
has not been substantiated. There's no.
And you hate
at least not that I've seen. And
Let me
I've
explain
researched
Moise
this.
real
I
quick.
haven't
Hold
seen
on.
anything to
Moise,
substantiate a race.
Moise, let me expose you, Moise. You said some hateful shit about Dominican Republic, man. I should block your ass. Cause you might be a white guy.
I don't know. It's the flag.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm blocking you for like 5 minutes. Right? Yeah, for 5 minutes.
I'm not talking about minor variations. I understand what you guys are saying.
might
I'm
be
not talking
blocking
about minor variations. I'm not talking about minor variations. We can all agree that there are minor
I'm
variations.
assuming I am
Oh, I'm fine. I'm good.
stalled because I don't hear anybody speaking. Most likely, I got a problem with my connection again.
No, I can hear you.
Blood Moon says exactly. Si los dientes, mama.
Bro, subcultures are a real thing, man. If you don't believe me, just go to any major metropolis center, any major metropolitan city, and you'll see that there's an overall culture in the city, and there's different subcultures based off of different regions in that city. So subcultures are real, all right? So there is an overarching black culture, things that comprise of black culture. It's a lot of things. Hip hop culture is a part of black culture, right? There's
what hip hop? There's different types of hip hop. What hip hop? West Coast don't listen.
You're literally proving my point by making that statement. All right, I'm done with culture. I have a question for you, young lady. Do you think Kamala will become president?
Oh, possibility. Biden. I mean, come on, that nigga have to be wearing diapers right now and forgetting his the day. Like he signing bills and like he just like what the fuck is going on? Like, yo, he not gonna last. That's what I think. And Kamala gonna be like, excuse me. All right, that was supposed to be woman president. You know that kind of.
I almost don't want it to happen because then you got to talk about the assassination attempts. Then that's gonna come up on the table.
No one's gonna assassinate her. Listen, man, she is bought and paid for by the establishment. The establishment assassinates people, right? She is bought and paid for. She's been sold more than goddamn slaves. Like, what you talking about, man? Come on.
Wow. You don't think there's a white guy out there who doesn't like women and she's black on top of it?
People didn't like Trump. I mean, like shit.
They didn't like Obama. Did they assassinate Obama?
No.
Yeah, but he's not a
People
woman.
People hate black men way more than they hate black women. So, like, what are you talking about? He should have been gone.
No. I think that there are a lot of cultures that don't think women are equal.
They're not.
Right or wrong?
They're different. They're not equal, but they're different. But they're just as valuable.
They don't put women on their. No. You're avoiding my question. You know what I'm saying? They're not putting women on the same level as men. They're gonna say
they're not on the same level.
No, but I mean, you have to look at this whole presidential thing. Nobody really made a stink about Kamala running for president. At first, what he did, people talked a lot of shit, but everybody's like, "Oh, another woman running for president." Nobody really made a big stink about it. Granted, not saying that there's nobody out there who probably wouldn't want to assassinate her, but nobody is really like, nobody really cares anymore to me, at least from what it seems, from the public's reaction.
Well, they're not public about it, but it's quiet.
You can't say that. Everybody has their feelings. I mean, people want to assassinate Biden. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's what all of them big pigs.
Yeah,
they got
anybody who put in the presidency, they're gonna get. The assassination attempt is real, but there are racists out there that will probably pull it off or think about it at least.
But think about Obama. I mean, Obama was black. I mean, you have to make it about her being female, because Obama was in office 8 years and he wasn't dodging bullets. He was shooting baskets and jibbing and jiving.
Your mind, though, right? The thought entered your mind, right?
Listen, but you gotta have faith in the service. That's the Secret Service job, to protect the president, and they do a mighty good job of it. So I have faith in them that everything will work out. So when Kamala becomes president, they will protect her, just like they protect any other president.
Exactly.
Okay. So we have somebody new that came in. Salam, what up?
What's going on? Salam, what's up?
How you doing, bro?
Hey, Salami. Hey, Salam.
Salam.
What's going on?
Salam.
Yeah.
Masal her salam.
You're starting it back again, man. Just stop it, dude. I never said I was an Arab. But anyways, Kamala Harris. I don't know. I know you guys been on the chat for a while. I just got in. So everybody agrees that she's a quote unquote sister or whatever.
Now we kind of been arguing that. I don't really believe she don't know.
I don't know if she's a sister, but she's black.
Technically, but no. She black.
She's black. What do we define black? How do we define black?
So me personally, I define black as somebody who has African lineage but doesn't know their African culture, if that makes sense. That's pretty much me. So I'm black, being that I guess I'm brown skinned in America. I'm half Jamaican, but I mean, you know, we all came from the great motherland, and I don't know my roots. That's what I consider black to be. Me, my opinion.
Yeah, that's interesting too. I like that.
I don't see Kamala Harris as black in any shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what do you see her as?
Because I see her as a mixed race woman, and I guess just you know, her background is what, Indian and Jamaican, but she's a mixed race woman.
And she's trying to.
She's not black. She's not black for the simple fact that, okay, this is how I do it. This is how I identify it. I think I said this before. If she can't go to anywhere in West or Central Africa and fit in, she's not black. So she looks like she can't fit in. There's no tribe or ethnic group in West Africa.
That's most Americans.
No, that's not. That's most Americans can fit in.
I think she would.
That's not true. Look at Eddie Murphy. Look at Eddie Murphy. Look at LeBron James. Eddie Murphy, LeBron James, the typical Dwayne Wade. They all look like West or Central Africans. That's a typical black look.
But
let's not act like everybody looks like Chris Brown. Everybody does not look like
You do understand that most people are mixed, right? It's not like
I can't hear anything.
Nah.
So you would classify Obama.
You not mixed?
So you would classify Obama by your category.
I'm not black.
Obama would be black. By your category, Obama is black.
Obama's not black.
But he could go to Africa and fit in based off of his look.
He can't fit in where? What? He's mixed race.
One of his parents is African. What are you talking about?
You said based off
He's
of
mixed.
his look.
Wait, who's mixed
you said
race?
Based off of his physical
Obama.
look.
Everybody's mixed race. What are you talking about? Everybody's mixed race.
No. There's a difference between LeBron James and T.I. They're not the same. Two different things.
And what's T.I.
You're trying to put people that look like Eddie Murphy in the same category as like Joe Budden or T.I. or Chris Brown. Not in the same category.
Oh, nice divisiveness you got going on there, bud.
Right, like,
it's not divisiveness. It's true.
Hold on. How are we gonna compare Dr. Martin Luther King to Malcolm X? Right, Malcolm X he's not.
Is Malcolm X black? Is he black?
He's multi-generational mix, but he has. I go by features. I go by two things.
Is he black? Yes or no? Just give it yes or no, please.
I don't have to answer your question. I'm gonna answer it the way I want to answer it. I go by two standards when I judge. I go by features and I go by complexion. And when
both are surface traits.
So is he black? Yes or
nothing, no bearing on race, by the way.
So
based off of
Malcolm
what you
X,
said,
though
is
he's
he black?
Well, I judge, like I said, I judge by features.
Okay, I
and skin
understand
color.
how you judge. Now answer the question: is he black?
I'm not going to answer that question. You decide for yourself.
Okay, because you're not intelligent. Because you can't answer a simple question, bro. Like,
I don't want to answer your question. You're lame. You're lame. You want to make everybody black because you have no
like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications.
Black, but you're going to contradict yourself by saying Obama isn't black, but Malcolm X is, and he got a white freaking he got white parents just like Obama does. Come on, man. Stop trying to justify your beliefs with
crap. Hey, can I respond to that? Malcolm X has a white grandmother. His mother was mixed, right? Yeah. So Obama has
he's whiter than Obama, bro.
Okay, I didn't say Malcolm X was black. First of all, I never said Malcolm X was black. I just didn't answer your question. First, for the record, Obama is mixed. That's not up for debate. That's a fact. It's not up for debate.
Salam, the argument you're bringing up is an old white supremacist one where they classify.
I don't care about white supremacy.
Hold on.
Get out of here with white supremacy. I don't care about white supremacy.
Right. Let me finish my sentence.
No, yours is white supremacy. You're dealing with one drop. You're dealing with white supremacy.
Sure, no problem.
I don't deal with one drop.
I hear you.
You deal with one drop.
I hear you.
You know who deals with one drop?
Let me finish my sentence. Hold on, Lord. Salam, have you heard of octoroon, quadroon, those kind of things?
I don't care about those terms. I know what they are. Like, you're multi-generational.
I know, but that's what you just described, though. His grandmother
Thank
was
you.
half, one quarter, da 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 da
Thank
da.
you.
You're basically going by. He's an octoroon because
John DeMarco.
yeah,
I
octoroon, quadroon,
simplified it
that
for
kind of
you. I
thing.
simplified it for you. If you do
Well,
not fit in West Africa, you're not
Uh-huh.
black. If you don't fit in West and Central Africa, if you don't fit in physically, the phenotype, then you're
Mhm.
not black.
Okay,
You get
so
it?
West
So
Africa,
I
West
gave it to
Africa.
you.
I hear you. I hear you. So West Africa is the only
Okay.
place you find black people.
Those are where your ancestors derived from. West and Central Africa.
Who's your
Not
ancestor? Who the fuck
everybody.
are you talking?
Aren't you Haitian?
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Aren't you Haitian?
Don't you ever tell me about me again, bro. Don't you?
Oh,
Don't
you
It's
do it.
mad? You
Beyonce
mad?
Black.
Do it.
You
Don't
mad?
you do it.
Beyonce
You mad?
Black.
You hate yourself, huh?
Don't you do it?
You hate yourself.
No,
It's
buddy.
Beyonce Black.
Go
You're
back
mad.
to talking to him. Go back
Aren't you
to
Haitian?
talking to him.
Aren't you Haitian?
Go back to him.
Aren't you Haitian? Are you Haitian? Yes or no?
Okay. If people don't have to answer certain questions, then don't force him to answer the question. If he hasn't answered if he's Haitian,
He's
go on
mad.
to the next person.
No.
I heard
Is Beyonce Black?
Germs, he knows I'm Haitian already. It's just
So you know you're Haitian. So why you mad about West Africa?
The way he's speaking, the way.
So why you mad about West Africa then?
He's speaking in
That's
from
where your
an
ancestors came from.
authoritative- Yo,
Why are you insulted by where your ancestors came from?
My man.
Why are you insulted by where your ancestors came from?
Fighter, you got a guy here who's trying to take over your panel. He won't let anyone else speak. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
go ahead. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
So Germs, what it is when you have somebody who's speaking from an authoritative standpoint about your lineage, you don't let them get away with it. So that's why I wasn't. I'm saying on my end of this. That's why
I apologize, man.
That's
why
I wasn't answering him. That's why I wasn't answering him. And I muted myself out of respect for Fighter's panel. So now he can continue speaking white supremacist talking points by a different terminology. This man sat here and described the octoroon, quadroon, and all that blue blood shit. And then he's acting like he's coming with something new to the table. Now I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. All right. I just going by what you said was Haitian. But if you felt insulted by it, I apologize, man. You got it? Anyways, if I'm a white supremacist, anyways,
Is Beyonce Black? Is Beyonce Black?
Huh?
Who? Beyonce Black. Beyonce.
No, Beyonce's not.
What?
But no,
I give up. I give up. I give up.
No, she's not.
I give up.
We all know what black
women
is.
are coming to your house tonight.
What?
They gonna give you that word. Beyonce. What?
Gabrielle Union's black. Oprah, women like that. Monique.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Bill
Black.
Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Yes.
The model Iman, is she black?
No, she's Somalian.
Okay, so Somalians are not black.
Como?
I don't know. That's for them to decide. They're kind of their own category. But I mean, that's for them to decide.
That's really funny. When it comes to Somalians, you let them decide. But when it comes to us, coming from the West African lineage, you decide for us. That's pretty funny.
Because
Are they black? Are these women black here?
Which one?
Suddenly he's the Wizard of Oz.
Look at the screen.
Why are you insulted? My question is this: Why are you guys insulted by my definition?
No one's insulted by you.
Why are you so mad about it? Why trigger you?
We're insulted by your tone, like how you speak to people. That's what we're insulted by.
I'm saying though, I already apologized to you, so why should you be triggered with though?
Okay, all right, yo, guys,
no one's triggered. Checking you is not the same like as.
I didn't diss you. I didn't say nothing bad about you or anything. So this whole time,
little girls, stop! God damn, it doesn't even matter. All right, the people on the screen are they black people?
Yeah, no, those people from India.
So but you're just talking about geographical location. I mean,
okay, we can say black in terms of dark skin. Yes.
Okay, what's your class? Give us your
definition of black.
Holistic classification of what you define as black.
Okay, let me break it down in two ways. In two ways, black is a skin color where it doesn't matter geographic. It could be like you could be Aborigine, you could be India, from people from India, whatever, right? You could do the skin tone measurement. Or we can do it how we perceive it here in America, meaning like
how do you perceive
black,
it?
Yeah, how do you perceive it?
Right. I perceive it because the connotation of black, okay, in America is we know what it is. It's chocolate skin color, kinky hair, typically West African features, and we know what those are. We know that yes, there's some variety, but we know what the average person. We know what we're looking at. We look at Eddie Murphy, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade,
Right. So
Chris Bosh, people that look like that.
Zulu black then? Is Shaka Zulu black?
Come on, man. You already know he is.
Okay,
so
Shaka Zulu. Wait. Let me finish 1 second. Shaka Zulu is from South Africa.
South Africa. He's the Zulu. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's not West African, and he looks nothing like. If you brought him here, Shaka
Can
Zulu.
I respond?
Phenotypically, let me finish my sentence though. Phenotypically, Shaka Zulu looks nothing like the African Americans of the West African strain that came here. So, by your very definition, or the definitions you presented before, Shaka Zulu's not black. You understand what I'm saying? By
Again,
the definitions.
I'm gonna clear this up. Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. I'm gonna clear this up. When I say West African, those are where the Western people that are quote unquote black, their ancestors derive from. So what I'm saying is, if you can go back to West Africa,
that's not true.
Western Central Africa,
Why would I let you elaborate on a falsity? I'm not going to let you elaborate on
it's not a falsity, dude.
You're saying black people came from West.
You trying to argue for? Do you want to get my definition, or you just want to argue? I didn't come here to argue. I just came to give input. It wasn't like I'm not trying to like.
Yeah, but if you're giving input, okay. Here's the thing. You just said that black people come from.
You're caught up in semantics. You want me to go into detail about the transatlantic slave trade? I mean, what do you want from me, man?
I want actual truth.
No, what he's saying is not all Africans.
What I'm saying is, being that the majority of your descendants come from Western Central Africa, if you can fit in that particular region,
what are you talking about?
Okay, dumbass. If you're saying you're Haitian, so obviously,
calm down. Did you take your Midol today?
Because you keep asking stupid questions.
Do you want me to send you?
Hey, matter of fact, don't talk to me. I'll talk to the panel. Hey! I don't want to talk to this clown. Hey, let me talk to the rest of the panel. I don't want to talk to this clown. I don't want to talk to this clown. Hey, let me talk to Truth Teacher.
Yo, is Ice Cube black?
I'm not talking to you, dude. Who's the comic guy? I don't want to talk to the comic guy.
Yeah, why are you in your feelings, bro? Why are you triggered?
Because you're a clown, dude.
Why?
Because you're not talking right.
Well, if you were speaking sense, I would take you seriously. But how can I take you seriously?
You're not talking right.
Is Will Smith black? Is Will Smith black?
Who?
No.
Will Smith.
No.
Like I said, man, if you could fit in West Central Africa, that's for now.
I'm asking you. This is your classification, so I want to understand it. I'm trying to be educated.
Who are you asking about?
Is Will Smith and Ice Cube? Would you classify them as black based off of your definition?
Will Smith, yeah, I would slide him in, and Ice Cube, yeah.
Oh, you slide them in, so they're like the margin. That's the borderline right there.
Yeah, they're on the margin.
Ice Cube is lighter than Obama.
So
he's
question,
lighter than Obama.
So why do you exclude when you talk about all the other parts of Africa and only refer to Western and Central African? I guess far as
his whole theory is based off of made upness, right? It's just made upness. It's like
let him try to finish. Like let him try to, I guess, finish his points. I don't think he fully explained himself and
complete made up bullshit.
Yeah, I never got a chance
because he doesn't even understand his point.
I do understand my points clearly. This is how it works, right? This is how it works.
Yes, please.
The majority of Africans that came to the Western Hemisphere came from West and Central Africa. Yes, there were some in East Africa. But they're not the majority. And we're talking about East Africa. We're not talking about Ethiopia or Somalia. We're talking about like Mozambique, Southeastern Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he wants to play semantic games. My whole point is we know what a typical West or Central African phenotype looks like. If you can fit in with your ancestors, meaning the people that you derive from, that's why I keep harping on West and Central Africa. If you can fit in with your ancestral group, then you are quote unquote black. If you cannot, then you are not black by the way I perceive it.
No, but okay.
Can I say something? Salam? Can I say? I'm sorry.
The thing is, like, the people of Africa are all mixed. So you might have some people. Well, you do. I'm not even gonna say might. You do have people in Central and Western Africa who maybe look a little Eastern African, who look a little like, you know, like all over the place. So I wouldn't necessarily, I feel like that really doesn't hold any kind of water whatsoever. And you're probably right. The majority of, like the majority of slaves did come from West and Central Africa, but you still have those other people. I mean, the majority, you mean like by what margin? What, 51%, 55%, 60% compared to, you know, like other places in Africa? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Now West,
Wait,
yes, there's some variation.
Light skin
Can I respond to the lady?
Light skinned Nigerians. I know dark skinned Nigerians. I know dark skinned Ghanaians. I know light skinned Ghanaians. I mean,
like that guy, the guy that was in Power, that he's a singer also.
The one, there's a meeting in my bed. That guy.
I think so. What?
The hell's it?
I think in the show his name is Dre. He was Dre.
Yo, hold up. Blood Moon, stop spreading fake news. You're not a Zulu princess.
But I think sometimes we get a little disingenuous when we talk about, oh, this person. I know this. We know the majority of what a quote unquote black person looks like. We're not talking. We know that Beyonce. We know the truth is that the Beyonce is not a natural product of West Africa. That is not a natural product.
Natural product of
West
Africa.
So what is she?
There are no West Africans that look like Beyonce.
Yes,
She's not a natural product of West Africa.
I hang with Africans all the time in New York. Like,
I mean, I must be on crazy pills because I hang out with all kinds of Nigerians look like Beyonce.
Look like
There's no Nigerian.
All kinds of Ghanans look like
like, you know, the Khoisan people. There's Africans that look like Asian people, but technically Asians are derived from the Khoisan people of Africa, of Southern Africa. Like we already been through this. There's so many like diverse groups in Africa. Like I said, granted, Nigeria, like I don't know.
It's like we're going in circles.
Yeah,
like, we're going in circles.
I mean, if you believe that, I respect your opinion.
Well,
I'll agree to disagree.
That's fine.
What does he call everyone else though? What does he call everyone else?
Who's calling me?
Truth Teacher.
Oh, what up? What up, Truth?
Yo, I just put a whole bunch of pictures in the private chat, you know, like looking at all the diversity in India. Can you throw them up on the screen?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show this.
Yeah, there's black Indians, but technically I consider Indians black anyway. So
the other person that was talking, that's what you would call them, just mixed.
Okay, so this is
that's what he said.
An Indian. This is an Indian from Gujarat in the northwestern part of India. So next picture.
Hold on.
Can you show the other pictures?
Hold on, I'm looking at. We already showed the. Okay.
And Truth Teacher, right away, I'm looking at the hair texture, and that's what I would clearly identify as Indian. And all of them are going to have the same hair texture.
Indian.
What hair?
But there's other
hair
pictures.
texture.
There are
other pictures. I'm pretty sure they have that same hair texture.
Hold on, guys.
Persian women have hair like that.
Wait a minute.
Oh, they don't.
Oh, you know,
I'm trying to put up the other pictures. Okay. These are people from Kashmir. They're up in the northern part of India, like the northwestern part of India.
Close to the Himalaya.
But you think people will confuse them with some other race? They look Indian.
I'm not done.
No, they're actually Afghani, actually.
Indian is
no, they're not. These are not Afghanis. These are Kashmiris. They're Indian.
Yeah, they don't look. They don't look Indian.
Pictures.
They don't look like
Indian to you? Nope.
What?
No, they look Afghan. They look Arabic.
Yeah.
People would confuse them with being Arabs. People would confuse them with being Afghani. These are Indian people.
I agree with you. I was in India. I went to India training with the Indian Army.
Okay, guys, can I tell you something real quick? Hold on. Y'all got to remember, these imaginary lines that governments put in place.
Yeah.
Because remember, like India and Afghanistan, it's not like you act like this is like on the other side of the world. These is like places that are geographically close to each other. So you can't say, "Oh well, I'm across the border, so I can't look like you because there's an imaginary line here." No, bro. Like a lot of times people are gonna look alike because of the geographical region, the ecosystem, and
that's what I was saying about Pangea.
Exactly. Right.
Show the other pictures.
Damn, man, goddamn. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen this picture before.
I never seen this one. Hold on.
And as you said, the geographical location means they can mix, correct?
Also, yes, that's also true. But people come from different areas of the world.
Right, but normally
this is
blonde hair. That look natural, like blonde brown hair.
Yeah. Now this is a woman. She is, I believe, Dravidian.
Yeah. I've heard of that.
From the south. She's Indian.
It's
That's another physical type from India.
It's funny because some people probably wouldn't necessarily consider her even being from the south because of her hair. It's not coarse and you know what I'm saying. So that's a good point that you bring that up because some people think, for example, in Africa, it's all just curly and naps and stuff, and that's not true either. So
that's crazy.
Yo, picture.
Her skin. Wow, that's like wow.
She's like purple.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's Indian. No.
They're actual purple people. Later on,
the indigo children. Is it the indigo?
Oh, no, not black purple. They live in the hills of North America. They have like light skin. They look like aliens, man. To be honest.
Yeah, look it up right now.
Yeah, I'll
chime in?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fighter, show the other picture.
Goddamn.
Truth teacher.
Yes, sir.
Truth teacher.
Yes, sir.
I lived some time in the Middle East, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen people like that. A lot of the workers that come to the Middle East are Indians, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them come from the I forgot which region. It's in the south, but when it comes to me, I'll let you know. Not Bangalore. It's another part of India.
Bangladesh.
No, not Bangladesh. That's not India. But,
oh no.
No, it's a certain city that a lot of Indians come from that come to work in the Middle East. But anyways, I've seen Indians that are dark like that.
Huh? This is another Indian.
Wow, that girl's pretty. That's a pretty little girl, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool, man.
The hair texture looks like the other one.
I want to draw that. Damn, I want to draw that. That's cool.
When you see Indians like that in real life, they don't look like Africans. Like it's very distinct.
That look like my damn niece, bro.
The broad,
all right.
Except for the silky hair. Except for the silky hair, she looks like my niece.
Like I said, in real life, when you see them, I've seen them at the airport in Oman.
Yeah.
I've seen them with my own eyes, not pictures. When you see them, they're very dark, but it's a distinct look. It's a whole different thing.
Look, yeah. But the point that I'm trying to make with all these different pictures is to show that we have a lot of times erroneous concepts of what we think people from certain regions look like.
Yep.
So we were talking before about the fact that Indian is not a race, because technically speaking, the way race is used today is a population who shares the same physical features. Now, all these people from India, and there's other pictures there too. I don't know if I want to show all of them.
Because I'm like digging through them. Yeah, but
all of these people are from the Indian subcontinent, but you can clearly see that they're very different phenotypically. So we cannot put all Indians in one group, and by similar, on the same point, we can't do the same thing with Africans. We cannot put all Africans in the same pot. Oh, sub-Saharan Africa. This is a concept that was made up by Europeans, and I think what's tripping us up is that this whole business of putting people in categories. This is from northeastern India.
Matter of fact, he looks Latino, like South American.
You would confuse him with a Mexican,
right?
No, I wouldn't.
Or something like that.
He looks like a Dragon Ball Z character.
He's from He's
He
from
looks
the
Indian.
region of India called Assam, which is in the northeastern
He looks
region
Indian.
of India.
He looks
So,
Indian.
the same thing,
No, yeah, he looks Indian because of the garments and his
No.
wardrobe. If he and the little dot on his forehead. If he was wearing a sombrero and a
That's a good point. That's
with
a
a
good
trumpet,
point.
you would have thought that he was Mexican or Colombian or whatever.
Exactly. You drop him in most places in Latin America, he would get lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Lost in the sauce.
So the same thing with Africa. We have these ideas of what a quote unquote real African is supposed to look like. And those ideas were created by colonial Europeans.
Let me tell you something real quick, y'all. Let me tell you something real quick. When I lived in Dominican Republic various times, right? And when I lived there, I used to see.
You might have mentioned that once or twice.
I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't know that.
No. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, she doesn't know. All right, so I lived in the Dominican Republic various times, and I seen Haitians there, and I thought all Haitians were like dark skin, like very dark skin. And when I came to America, all the Haitians I know, they're lighter than me. So it's true. Like, I feel like sometimes people. Huh?
No, I just returned the reply. Whoever said "sakpase."
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
Because you have a mixture of races.
Oh, there we go.
Race mixing up. Hey, listen, I wish we would just all race mix so we could just eliminate all that stuff. All right, all that kind of crazy talk.
There's a group that's afraid of that. There's all kind of crazy stuff out there, man. There's a group that's afraid.
You want a race mix because you don't love yourself.
Yeah,
the only person that doesn't love themselves is
part of that. There are groups that are afraid that the human race is going to be one big brown like collective, right?
It is.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't know if that's going to be necessarily true. But there's another group who wants us all gone altogether. If you guys ever look up the voluntary extinction movement, as in they want human beings gone, and they're starting with themselves. They stopped having children, and they want to live their life and then die. And they want us to do.
That's already happening with this gay, lesbian, LGBT thing, especially that Biden is.
Shit!
Hey, the end of the world is already here, man. They trying to.
Oh, you on the right. You on the right.
What? Listen, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but just because you have a same-sex attraction doesn't mean you're any stranger to pussy. Let's just
no, of course no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that definitely. Okay, I'm speculating that the population would be decreasing because a lot more people are
true teacher felt triggered by that.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. I'm just telling certain truths. That's why they called me truth teacher.
Well, like my point is pretty much that, like, with these new agendas that they're introducing, especially to the youth, about, and granted, I mean, everybody has their opinion. If you feel like it's okay, also I said Jermaine is hilarious and shit. Hey, if you want to feel like, a kid talking about he want to be a girl and he 8 years old and he don't even know what he want for dinner. One second he want chicken nuggets, next second he want macaroni and cheese. If what I'm saying, my point is they confusing the youth. And you got old people out here too. They confused as hell too. And that being said, if you laid up married with the same one and you just adopting children, I mean, like, depopulation essentially. But that's how I see it. It's speculation, but I mean, there's facts behind it. It makes sense. But to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, and every day it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yes,
it's spreading like wildfire. It was to the point where there's nothing to worry about. To the point, it's like, damn, everywhere I turn, it's like
facts.
This is cold. Like this is like.
I think what it is that people just not afraid to hide it anymore. I don't think. Listen. Let me tell you something.
But they're literally, like, for example, they're so mind you, they took out sex education in school, home ec. These things are being taken out of school, but they want to put in the pre-K and kindergarten curriculum learning about mommies and daddies and two penises and two vaginas sharing the same bed. What kind of shit is that? And we all know it's facts. Youth are impressionable, and let me tell you, like the proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. Genderless babies. Now, granted, you know, whatever you feel, a woman, like whatever you feel as far as like a woman being a woman and a man being a man, that's fine. I mean, like, hey, they don't call them dresses, but they wear dresses. You know what I'm saying? In the Middle East, some of them wear pants under it, some of them don't. I'm not gonna call somebody like that gay or they like the same sex, but like,
because that's custom. They're customs. That's different.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, it's out. It's there, man.
I would feel people want to be like so politically correct and nice and open to everyone's opinions. You know, being a humanitarian is just signs of a cowardice person who just
what?
It is.
Spider, you remember the guy who was who you asked about the gender? He said he didn't gender identify. The vampire guy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's how weird. Hold up. How weird did he look and sound? And he doesn't make any sense.
He looked like he was trying to hide his.
Like my thing is like, if you're not coming on this earth to procreate, what's your point?
Hey, shoot.
That's what I say. Yo, to cure white supremacy, we got to get all these white women pregnant. I fighter. You know what I'm saying? Comment, truth teacher. Get them all pregnant, and that's good. That's what you do.
I literally for it. Listen, at the end of the day, the whole point of that's why they call it, sometimes they want to call men dogs, because dogs, they just fuck, they want to have babies. What?
How you going to pay for it?
Pay for what?
Who said that?
What do you mean?
Who said that?
Pay for the kids. Pay for the kids.
Man, I removed them. Nigga's a weirdo. Roy Chess is a weirdo.
He doesn't understand sarcasm.
Who is this? I'm actually White Queens Daily. People is funny.
I'm backshot White Queens Daily. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get your little white Nubian goddess and call it a day.
White Nubian goddess. A white Egyptian original queen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know one thing I noticed is that the people that talk about white supremacy the most, those are the guys that's always trying to race mix. They love, like, they have a fetish for European women. I noticed that. Like, all these guys that talk all this blackity black stuff, they're like white supremacy, talking points, all this stuff that they say, they're projecting their own inferiority complex. And they really have a fetish. They really like envy mixed race and like lighter skinned people. I noticed that.
Maybe they just like white women. Maybe they're just like white women. You ever thought about that?
Or maybe they're obsessed with race because they have an inferiority complex and they really don't want to be black.
How about this argument? Maybe their mother beat them so much as a child that they probably turned to another race. Or how about they got touched by a black woman? Or how about they just saw white women all on TV all the time and they started to like white women?
How come I don't hear anything?
How about they just woke up one day and was like, white women are bad?
Hello,
you could just say, what else for anything, my guy? Like, listen, that whole white supremacy narrative.
You're going somewhere else.
I mean, if you could hear me. I typed in the name of the people who have the blue skin. It's a family, and they have a blood disorder. They live like the Fugates. Yeah.
Or how about they just saw white women?
Yeah, and I'm thinking like if that family grows bigger, I'm sorry, God.
The feedback.
Fugates.
Yeah.
If that family grows bigger, I think it might actually become a
race.
Race.
Yo, that's they're the Smurf. The Smurfs. They're the Smurfs people. I'm about to show you right now.
I forgot what that mutation is called.
Oh shit. No. I didn't mean to show that, guys. Oh shit. I didn't mean to show that. Fuck. What was that? Oh. That was like
that's from a disorder, because that guy was actually white before. It's a family genetic disorder.
I did not mean to show that. All right.
Yeah, what happened? Comic just be jumping in and out. Like, man, white supremacy be getting them.
That's crazy. He's really a Smurf.
Yeah, but if you look at, there's another picture of him. It's a genetic disorder.
Yeah.
Oh, he was taking colloidal silver, and he
Yeah.
overdosed. That's what happened to him.
In Eastern Kentucky, had naturally blue skin due to a condition caused by inbreeding. Wow. Wow.
That's
But
a different situation.
yeah, but look, it happens.
Well, yeah, but this guy here, the guy with the beard and the mustache,
yeah.
He was taking colloidal silver.
Okay, but let's not, but guys, but let's not ignore this right here though.
No, I heard about those people in Kentucky. That's a different situation.
But it's still
genetic.
But it's still a real thing though.
Yeah, it's a genetic thing. I don't remember what the explanation was, but I've heard about them before.
So I believe, if it's not mistaken, excess oxygen, poor hemoglobin causes a dark blue complexion. But I did hear about colloidal silver. Like one lady, she actually turned gray. Like she kept using this kind of nasal spray that had colloidal silver, and she just looked like a zombie.
Yo, they were the real Smurfs. Look at her. Look at her skin.
But yeah, it's pretty much like a blood disorder, and I guess it can be given or passed down to the family.
That's kind of dope.
Nah, that's not good. You don't want that.
Cool.
That's a lack of oxygen and stuff.
Well, look,
you don't want that. Can't even probably play sports in school without like dying or something like that.
Look at her. The real Smurfs, yo. Oh, look at her. Yo, she looks black. Is she black? Oh shit. Oh shit. Two of them on one goat. Oh no, it's on the little cart. Damn, they got a goat doing that? Oh, they just abusing animals. Where Peter at when you need him?
But was that goat black though?
Was it goat black? Oh snap! What happened to homeboy? Oh, yeah, look at him. Yeah, look at him. Now she's got blue.
Breathing and.
Oh snap! They comparing them to the real avatars.
They can't do all that stuff though.
Hey, your fighter.
Okay. What happened, bro?
I said, hey, how do you feel about interracial dating? You gonna settle down with a Spanish chick, or you open to dating with like
Spanish from like
Morena?
Spain? Like Spanish from Spain?
Nah, you know what I mean. Like
I don't know what you mean.
Rican, like you know what I mean. Like Spanish, Caribbean, whatever, Dominican, Rican.
I don't care as long as she look like something like me, or like a little darker than me. It don't matter. Like I prefer black women over anything, or like melanated.
So you would settle down with like a black American chick?
Yeah, if she was the right. Yeah, hell yeah, why not?
Okay, that's what's up.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be a little explanation.
That's not what's up, fighter. I'm telling all Dominican women that you're a traitor.
You're a traitor to the race.
Traitor to the race. They're coming at you with fucking plátanos, and they're gonna fucking just bust you. Clang, clang.
Yes.
So you put race before culture, then basically.
What the hell?
Sometimes it does that, like it freezes.
Oh wait, truth. Somebody said something about bisexuality. What the hell?
No, I'm fucking with Miles. He asked me if I was bi.
Oh.
Told him no, I'm not bi. I never had to pay for it. Get it?
I was just gonna say that.
No, I'm not a bisexual. I ain't never had to buy it.
Fighter should settle down with a black Dominican because they are black and Dominican. Yeah, like I mean,
Okay.
Whatever the Lord give me, that's what I'm gonna settle down with. I don't do this racist shit.
I feel you on that. Whatever's the best woman for me, that's what I'm gonna pick. I would prefer to settle down with someone who's more to my complexion, and it's for one reason only. It's because I don't want the wealth that I accumulate to go to the dominant society. That is the only reason why. However, I want to be happy, so I'm going to be with the best person for me. If it's a black woman, a Latin woman, or Afro-Latina, an Asian, a white girl, I don't care. If she treats me the best, that's the one I'm going to pick. And she's going to be a good mother to my children. That matters more than anything else.
Hey, fighter.
Oh, go ahead.
What happened?
So you put race before culture?
I mean, that's a confusing question. Like, I don't look at somebody and be like, "Oh, what culture are you?" "Oh yeah, I ain't fucking with you." Like, that's kind of stupid. Like, I gotta really like and fuck with them.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's
because culture matters when it like okay, on the physical or personality side, you can vibe with a female, but then when it comes to settle down, there's gonna be some cultural things where you be like, man, there's some things that you're gonna want, and culture matters in the long run. You know what I mean? When it comes to families coming together, holidays, how you gonna raise your kids, you know, are you gonna pass down Spanish to your kids? All that stuff. It's gonna be like,
Wait,
how you
so
gonna do that?
a German woman who gets with me.
I'm talking to fighter, homie.
But you know, it's an open panel.
I'm talking to fighter, man.
Wait, Comic, wait, you gonna choose the woman for me?
Salam, you real spicy out
Comic,
here.
Salami, get out of here, Comic. I had Salam kick you out. Now I'm playing. Comic, he got malfunctioning. Hold on. Listen, I prefer because this is what I like. I like melanated women. So someone who looks like me, or they could be darker, or they could be a little lighter. Like, it doesn't matter. I just prefer, you know, someone of brown skin complexion. If they're Hispanic, like if they're like Puerto Rican or Cuban or Dominican, that's cool. If they're Trinidadian from Guyana, Panama, it doesn't matter. Jamaica, it doesn't matter. I prefer Caribbean women. I wouldn't lie. I do prefer Caribbean women. But
okay.
I want someone like me or like my family.
But also, I guess if I can put that in there, so by culture you mean like you'd probably looking in the lines of, okay, so like, you know, family oriented, certain kind of things,
right.
cook, clean.
Right.
That's what you mean?
Yeah, like a woman that actually
like culture.
Yeah, like a woman that likes to cook, a woman that likes to
who's, you know, she's not a hood rat.
Yeah,
that kind of culture.
That she could do that, but when she at home with me, you know what I'm saying?
You like that?
Well, I mean, yeah, when you're having fun, I mean, getting drunk, having fun. Yeah, you gotta have. I don't like uptightness. I don't like, you know, I like someone who's goofy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, you know what? I like women that look kind of like Ashanti, Rihanna,
but they ratchet.
Like Ashanti and Rihanna.
Rosalind Sanchez. Not Rosalind Sanchez. No, the other girl. She played Lala, and he got game. She Puerto Rican.
Rosario Dawson.
You know that's my. But then I like Amara Negra. I like Amara Negra. I like
Amara Negra is bad.
She's beautiful. She's got a different.
But then look, I look Angela Bassett. She bad to me.
Yeah, for like a 60-year-old, she definitely bad.
No, bro. She's making 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds looking bad.
Yeah, she is. She definitely is.
So I mean, then on the flip side, I like women that look like Carrie Hilson. Like, it don't matter, bro. It's like a melon. What you would consider black. What we would consider black, right? That's what I like.
Like the big booty girls.
To me, the most important thing though is the face. The face is the most important thing. The face, like, you got a pretty face. I mean, who else? Zoe Saldana.
So, guys, I don't know if y'all want to get back to politics, because I'm curious. Which one of y'all voted for Biden and why? I want to know.
Wasn't me.
I voted for him, not because
wait. So
like him, but I just couldn't take another 4 years.
Why? Wait,
no legislature. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. So you voted for Biden because Trump is holding you back?
Huh?
You voted for Biden because Trump was holding you back?
I didn't say that.
So what you mean you couldn't take Trump? What is he doing to you?
Listen,
I'm laughing like
the divisiveness in the country. I want somebody in the White House who
That makes you feel good.
No, I want someone who's going to be able to do the job. I mean, like, I don't think he's equipped. He was not equipped.
Yo, he
You
was
think
equipped.
Biden is?
He was too legit to quit.
But you think Biden is legit because what, he's been in politics 47 years, locking up black people, racist? What do you
Listen, I just want
Felix, 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 oh my God, Felix.
Listen,
I'm gonna have listen. I think they
I'm
all
sorry.
do shit, but at least let me have the normal fuckery and foolishness, not Trump's fuckery.
Normal. He passed an equality. He said within these 100 days he want to pass an equality bill to allow children to have sex changes. That shit normal? I mean, excuse my language. Is that normal? That's normal for kids to be able to not even get the consent of their parents to go to the doctor and take hormones and do things to their bodies that they can never ever you know, little boy can go to the doctor to get his penis removed without his parents' consent.
No, that's different. No, but here's the thing, though. I think the problem with Americans in general is we've been looking at politics kind of like we choose like our favorite sports team. And waiting for these people.
Because black people could tell you, oh, LeBron, he this tall. Oh, nah, he can't because this person and yada yada yada. His shoe size. Not even. We don't know shit about the politicians we vote for.
In terms of
it's emotional things. Everyone that's black and Hispanic think it's okay to vote for Biden, Kamala Harris because they're for
racism.
because they're for the people.
Trigger words.
No.
A hot sauce.
But I think that we need to be more proactive as a people in general. We need to be more proactive politically, and that means that we're going to have to step out of our comfort zone.
No, you need to take the vote away from black people. That's what you need to do.
I think that we need to be more proactive, and we need to let these people know that we're the ones putting them in office and we have expectations of them. Because right now it's like everybody's looking for Superman. Everybody's looking for somebody who's going to save them.
That's true. That's why a lot of people voted for Biden because they just thought he would be much better than Trump because they just thought he would.
Superman.
True teacher.
Yo, this is like it's a popularity contest, like contest. It's not.
And Biden ain't shit neither. Like.
No,
anything is better than Trump. Trump is racist. He's waiting for my skin. Look at me. He doesn't like me because
it ain't got nothing to do with that. Trump is a fucking train wreck. I'm sorry.
True teacher.
Yeah.
Do you support Black Lives Matter?
What, the organization?
This is an interesting question.
Yeah, the organization and the mantra, like the whole everything.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know anything about the organization. But when it comes to the slogan, Black Lives Matter, I do agree with it. But here's the thing. People have taken it out of context and they think that people are trying to say that only Black lives are important. And that's not it. What Black Lives Matter, that slogan was all about, was saying that Black Lives Matter as well, because the way things have been going in this country and the history of this country has been exemplified by actions where they didn't recognize Black people as having the same rights to dignities, certain dignities, as others. And so this is why we have situations where the way the police deal with us in certain parts of the country off the cuff is just hostile and antagonistic. You know, and I know this from personal experience because I always make a point of emphasizing the fact that I'm not African American. I'm a first generation American of Jamaican
True. Let me stop you right there.
And
True.
I didn't understand what African Americans were talking about until I started to experience it myself.
True. Let me tell you the truth. True. Ever since I stopped worrying about the white man holding me back and there's racism here, I've been so happy.
Listen,
Thank you.
white man ain't
Facts,
holding
my
me back.
G.
I've been so happy.
The white man ain't holding me back.
Yep.
Listen, don't get
You know, true. Let me tell you something. I had a conversation with my dad, and my dad is way darker than me.
Mhm.
And when I was speaking to my dad, I told my dad, Dad, what do you think about those people that are marching in the streets, people getting killed, this and that? My dad is Dominican. He lived in Dominican Republic like 50 years of his life. He just came out here like 10 years ago. He was living good in Dominican Republic. He had no need to come in. And he finally came and he told me, listen, I know, look at me. I know how dark I am. I know I'm black. I know, yes, sometimes people might look at me funny or whatever, but he's like, I don't care. That's not my job. My job is to take care of my kids, take care of myself. It's like that simple, and people want to make it complicated.
Listen, let me put it.
Listen, you know, I went marching. I said this before. I went marching. You know how stupid I felt when you got these people saying, I can't breathe, and I'm like, nigga, I could breathe. Just go like this.
But dude,
inhale, exhale. Stop being negative, nigga.
Listen, don't get the shit twisted. I'm not over here sitting over here feeling like a victim. I don't give a fuck whether they like me or not. That's their fucking problem. But you're not going to stand in my way and keep me from doing what I need to do to get ahead in this life. All right? So I don't give a fuck if Mr. Billy Bo Jim Bob don't like me or not. That ain't my problem. He can go fuck himself. I'm still going to do what I got to do. And the thing, though, is that we got to recognize the fact that we're able to do a hell of a lot of things in this country because of people who gave their lives and shed their blood for us to be able to have the rights that we enjoy today. This shit just didn't happen.
Yeah,
and
so people
back then,
people are complaining about, oh my God, America's so racist. Fucking so
is.
World is no, this world. Yo, listen,
America's not racist.
Yo, listen, America is full of softies. Like, the kids
America's
that
not racist.
like the kids that are growing up right now. What was happening in the 50s, and they wouldn't be able to handle. They wouldn't handle it one day.
No, they wouldn't have been able to handle.
You know why? Because they're softer than baby shit.
But here's the thing.
So when I see America, the conditions that a human being lives in America and the possibilities you have, when you want to complain about something about racism, bro, I laugh at you.
Well, listen.
I said, there's people on the other side of the world. They don't know if they're gonna eat again, and you worried about.
Let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way. Things have improved greatly, even since my lifetime. Because remember, when I was born, a black person and a white person could not marry legally in most places in this country. When I was born, okay? That whole loving thing, that was overturned like the same year that I was born, 1967, okay?
Right.
So within my lifetime, things have changed dramatically. However, there's still a lot more that has to be done.
Okay. So are you asking? You're asking for equality?
I don't look at it as equality. I need to have access to what I deserve to have as a fucking human being.
What do you? But this are truth. I don't understand truth. Anything I want, I could get it. I just gotta put my mind to it and do the work.
There are still things. Things that need to be fixed.
Yes.
I mean, there's certain systems set up for us to.
But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about. I'm focused on winning, not losing. That's the thing.
It's not about winning and losing. It's about a matter of correcting certain things that need to be fixed.
Like what?
For example, redlining. That shit needs to stop. That shit needs to stop.
It'll never stop. And I'll tell you why. Because they digitized it. That's what they did now. They don't do it by they don't do it by rechanging the districts. They do it by they classify you. They know who you are based off of geotagging and tracking, right? Through your social media and all that stuff. So that's how they can discriminate against you now. They just evolve their form of discrimination. That's all they do.
And
So it'll never stop.
And this is an example of things that still need to be addressed and taken.
Are you guys wolves? Are you guys wolves or sheep?
But here's the problem, though.
Are you guys wolves or sheep?
I'm gonna answer your question. Give me a second.
Are you a wolf? No. Fuck all that. I don't talk about this on my channel. Are you a wolf or are you a sheep?
I'm gonna answer your question.
Are you a victim or a victim?
I'm gonna explain it to you, right?
Bro, I'm picking you up, bro. No. Salim, are you a victim or victor?
Come on, man. You know I'm a victor. I don't believe in white supremacy or none of that stuff, man.
Good night, bro. Hey, thank you. You know, good night. This is
regardless
turning me off, bro. I don't like talking about. Yeah, I know. Sometimes if you
they're not gonna hold me back. They're not gonna stop.
Muslim, if you look Muslim, if you look African, if you look Dominican, if you look Mexican, yeah, I know, but I don't focus on that. Tough fucking love.
It's not gonna stop me.
I'm so happy I look the way I look, man.
And if you look at the history of African Americans in this country, there were a lot of people who had to overcome a great deal of adversity, and it didn't stop them. So I'm not sitting here talking about feeling sorry and feeling like a victim.
Be living like a chip on your shoulder kind of thing.
You know, but there are things that do need to be improved. And so, yeah, we still have work to be done. Just like the way that we have the freedom to be able to do what we can do now and not be restricted in so many ways, there are things that we need to do right now so that the generations who come after us will have it easier. So it's an
easier.
You know, true teacher.
What it is
the
right
thing
now?
is, it's like my thing is, what more can you want? Like at the end of the day, you have HBCUs. You can buy land, you can buy houses, you can do anything. Like you can become a surgeon. You can even become president of the United States. What more do you want? There's no one stopping anybody at this point in time. Even the people
yo, guys, good night. Yo, I like everybody. I'm glad everyone came in. Thank you, True Teacher, for joining. Thank you, Lord Naruto. Thank you, Salim. Thank you, everybody in the audience. Thank y'all, man. I'm tired, man. Good night, y'all. I love y'all. I'll be back Sunday.
Bailing?
Yo, man, it's late. I got shit to do tomorrow. I gotta build myself up tomorrow. I got to work out, read books, be constructive, productive. You know.
Okay.
Fun being here with you guys and hearing you guys' opinions. For the most part, nothing got too rowdy. I'm glad. You know. Hopefully, I see you guys again.
We still didn't answer the question, though, did we?
Did we what?
What?
Is Kamala Harris black?
No, she's not. Well, she doesn't. I mean, she doesn't identify as black, so
yeah, she's using that as an opportunity. She's an opportunist.
Exactly. So she don't even consider herself black. So that being said, she not black. Even though she is, but she's not black.
Thank y'all, everybody.
She's not black. No. She no black. She no black.
She's Dominican. She's
Dominica. She no black.
All right, peace, truth. I'll see you Sunday. I'm going live again Sunday.
All right, I'll probably do something tomorrow.
Okay, I'll join, bro. I'll join.
Oh, thank you, Comment
said she was dope. She came in with the facts and great questions. That family, it was a pleasure meeting you, sis. Yep. That's she cool. She cool as hell.
With the natural hair, you're gonna see me one of these days with my hair out. You know?
I'm gonna have her back on. She cool. I'm gonna have her back on. All right, peace, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
All right, man.